want those of you who are hardcore, those who were chosen before you were born. There were some people who were chosen before they were born to agitate for Biafra restoration. This is a message for you. Those who from their mother's womb were born. Do this very well. You must be very, very strong.
When the Boroku, Nijimwero Mekumu Biafra. When the Siputa, Makamwero Mekanyinaga. Biko Kulien, Ogeruo. Biko Kulien, Iye Jamalike, Ogeruo.
Oh, when the Boroku, Makamwero Wangi. Oh, when the Buruchekwa, Makamwero Wewu Biafra. Biko Kulien, Ogeruo. Biko Kulien, Iye Jamalike, Ogeruo.
The spirit of Biafra, Biko Kulien, Ogeruo. When the Biafra Kidnapping, Biko Kulien, Ogeruo. Oamadike no na donjon, Mukebweki Eremeyae. Bodike, Mosike Rurachobalike. Biko Kulien, Ogeruo. Biko Kulien, Iye Jamalike, Ogeruo. The Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government in exile, Master Simon Ekpa. It want to smooth to Gabani Naibu. They brother and down on my Ebudo. Oh, Guinea. Master Simon Ekpa, Emesu Okwere, Onyendu. Iye Gamadi Geruo, Imapa Simon Ekpa Wukie. Iye Gamadi Geruo, Simon Ekpa Watakatabo. Ojuda Kweni, we were Onyendu Kine Betata. I will follow you, I will follow you, I will follow you, never look back. I will follow you. What Prime Minister Meloni, Aniga Manuga, I will follow you. Anina, I will follow you. I will follow you. What Simon Meloni? The question is this: if Nigerian government failed to organize a referendum for children of Biafra, are you ready to lead us to do anything in order to get freedom from Biafra? And I'm going to be number one to follow. If you're looking for 100 men, you will find 50 in me. Ogwe Kucharangui, Master Simon Ekpa, or Guinea.
Master Simon Ekpa, Biko, GC, Kaka, Njoku, Atakata, Kaina, Ojuda Bueyi, Kwiboloyendu Kine Menata.
I am 50 men, oh yes, and I said promise. I will follow you, I will follow you, I will follow you, never look back. I will follow you. For Prime Minister Meloni, Aniga Manuga, I will follow you. Anina, I will follow you. I will follow you. Oh, Madike Biafra, Dahi Boroka Biarole. Iye Jamadike, Biafra Republic Governmental. Iye Jamadike, Commander General Lekweshiri. General Buduso, Suna Atakatawo. Commander Holy Ghost, Okonyendu Borokunu Nazatata. Biko Kulien, Ogeruo. Biko Kulien, Iye Jamalike, Ogeruo. Biko Kulien, Iye Jamalike, Ogeruo.
ụzọ njọ njọ ihe egwu nsọtụ ya dị anya zoye n'ike na-adịghị ike tụkwasị Chukwu obi ka izuzu ọjọọ lara n'ihi ihe na-atụ ụjọ ihe ma anyị na-aga n'ime mmeri tụkwasị Chukwu obi. Mmadụ ụfọdụ ga-akpọgasị ndị ọzọ ga-eleda anya rapụ ha lee anya n'elu tụkwasị Chukwu obi. Iwu mfe n'ezi ọdụdụ udo n'ike n'ime obi kpakpando enyi ihe n'ụzọ tụkwasị Chukwu obi. Jisike asụ na ngọngọ ụzọ gị gbaa ọchịchị ihe dị ga-edu ndị nwayọ tụkwasị Chukwu obi.
Nnamdi Okukalu ọramadike ndị Igbo jisike nwoke jiri ndụ ya wee chacha maka Biafra wee rọpụtara anyị onye ndu ihe Simon Ekpa Ọbatobie.
Witness me, I want to remain in the spirit because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have sealed, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, oh Lord of hosts, to have mercy upon us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word which was spoken spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist. You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace. Under our command, O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoto. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all these we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. I had in Sosine Bigebi. He said,
Biafra, raffle, BFR, raffle jingle. My people, follow who no road. His Excellency Simon Ekpa Njoku, na him they carry us enter Biafra. He they play the show, no be lie. The good guy, Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government, in exile, went there for Obodo Yibo, Finland. With him government, na him they do the wonder. Say make you join, follow up. He go sweet you for body. Freedom today, better for you and your picking them. I dey tell you, he can still bring ogbonge raffle draw with big money when you go win. I dey tell you, no be lie. Starting from on the 29th of November, go reach December 3rd. Now this thing they happen 2024. And make I shock you, the money, it makes sense well. $20 and total winning prize $10,000. A first prize $5,000, third prize $2,000. BFR, no sit down, no sit, because sit down look na dog name. They want from here gather money to build Biafra, where you they cry for sins. You go also win too, no play.
Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us on this morning program. I welcome you wherever you are connecting from. If you are joining us from Biafra land, remember this is our morning program and we use our time as Biafran time. In Biafran time, it is morning. But we know that people are watching across the world from different continents. That's why we send our greeting and we say, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Accept my greetings according to your time zone. If you have not yet subscribed to this channel, what are you waiting for? If you have not followed, what are you waiting for? Please like and share. Very, very important. each time you join us on this platform, one of the very first things you will do is to help us like and share. If you are watching us from TikTok, I urge you, please kindly tap the screen. Tap the screen so that others can get the information and join us. You can equally share for us. You never can tell who will come across the video. If you are watching from Facebook, I urge you also to share and like. When you share and like, you are promoting the program and others are going to join us. As you all know, the social media network does not promote our platform and our programs. So it is we that we promote it for ourselves by sharing and by liking the program. When we like the program, it will trigger the algorithm to send information to others who will like to watch our same program to join us and watch. So if you are joining me from the Biafra channel where I host the program, please kindly like and share. You know how we do it. Share and let others get the information and join us, because one of the duty we have here is to make sure that we carry everybody along. We will not leave anybody behind. Every one of us is supposed to be carried along, and we will all take this message together to the world. They must hear us whether they like it or not. It's a message of freedom, a message of peace, it's a message of love, it's a message of progress and success. Please kindly join us wherever you are and help us to share. For the sake of those who are joining us on this platform for the very first time, I want to remind you, let you know that this platform where you are watching this program is a platform that is under the Biafran government. This is a platform under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and on the Supreme Command of Mazi Nnamdi. In this very platform, we say things the way they are. There is no political correctness in this platform. We say the truth and nothing but the truth. It doesn't matter how you feel. In this platform, we do not come here to instigate violence. We don't come here to attack people. We do not come here for propaganda. We don't come here for any form of saga. We don't come here to attack any race or religion. Our purpose here is to speak about the freedom of the people. We are here standing for humanity, for everyone to have the freedom to exist on this planet Earth. That freedom that Chukwu Okike Abiyama has given us, that freedom that we enjoy from birth, we must not allow anybody to deny us that freedom. In this platform, we bring the situation of Biafran people before the whole world. Biafra is a country that exists in the southeastern part of Nigeria. The southeastern part of Nigeria, that is the old southeastern part. Today, they have split it and they created so many other things in order to create division. And when you join with today's map that they have, it is the southeast, the south-south, the lower Benue and lower Kogi. We bring their plight before the whole world to see and know what is happening in Biafra land. The genocide that the Nigerian government is committing in Biafra land, the atrocities of Nigerian government in Biafra land that nobody is reporting. No conventional media is paying attention to it. No international media is paying attention to it. Not even a private journalist. They are not going in there. We are advising independent journalists wherever you are. If you have anyone that you know, share this video with them so that they can be able to go to Biafra land. Have a first-hand information on what is going on there and report to the world. That is all you can do for us. And that is why you have to help us to share. A lot is going on in Biafra land, and we cannot continue to pretend that these things are not happening. Nobody is going to report it except we do. So we encourage every journalist, investigative journalist, go down to Biafra land. An atrocity is happening in that area. The genocide started for a very long time, since 1945 till date. It became more pronounced from the Civil War of 1967. From 1967 till date, they have continued to attack the Biafran people. People have continued to lose their life in that territory. Up to this minute as we speak, Just of recent, the government came and announced that they are waging war, guerrilla warfare in Biafra land. And it was announced in their own media. The whole world heard it, and people pretend it is not happening. They later come and say it is asymmetric warfare, and it is ongoing as we speak. You go to Biafra land, you see armored tank, you see soldiers filled up in an environment where there is no problem, where you only have people who are asking for their freedom. But in the northern part of Nigeria, where the terrorists have taken abode, where the terrorists have occupied, where the terrorists have made at their home, in that northern part of Nigeria, it is a free place. You hardly find the presence of the military. Even when new terrorist groups are rising up in that very territory, they do not care. They focus on attacking the Biafran people. Nobody is reporting this incident. That is why we have taken upon ourselves to report it and make sure that the world get first-hand information of what is happening in Biafran territory. We cannot continue to keep silent and pretend that it's happening. A lot is going on as we speak. And we say enough is enough. We have been silent for too long, and we can no longer continue to be silent. That is why we are using this platform to speak and educate the world. Also encourage the Biafrans to stand strong. It is not a crime for somebody to pursue self-determination. Self-determination is the right of every human being living on the planet Earth. It is a right supported by international law. It's supported by African peoples and human rights laws. Supported also by Nigerian law itself, but because Nigeria is a lawless country, a place where the cabals who are being promoted and supported by the British have decided to hold everybody captive and tell people that they have no right to demand for their freedom. And whenever you make a move to demand for your freedom, they come after you. Many people lost their life and people are scared. But today we are trying to change that narrative, and we urge everybody that cares about humanity to key into this program. Key in and join us to save humanity in Nigeria. If you are looking for evidence to fly into Biafran land to see things for yourself, please go to the platform of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa on X. When you get to X, you are going to see information that will blow your mind. You're going to see video evidence, picture evidence, audio evidence, written evidence, and you'll be convinced. You see more reason why you should fly into Biafra land to get a report. And once you get into that zone, whatever you see, please kindly report to the world and let the world know what is happening. This war has been ongoing since 1967 till date. Nobody is paying attention. But this time, the generation of the Biafrans who have risen have said enough is enough. And that is why we have taken upon ourselves to fight on until we are free. And we are doing just that. Every morning when we come here, the morning section of my program is always an interactive section. That is why if you are following me on YouTube, which is where I'm hosting this program, you are going to see a link that I posted there. You can follow that link and come into the program for interaction. In this platform, everybody is allowed to join. The only thing that qualifies you to be a member of this platform or join this platform is to be a human being. As long as you're human, all you need to do, if you are with me on David Harbour channel on YouTube, click the link, you can come in and we can interact. You can ask your questions, make your arguments, make your submissions, say your prayers. It is welcome. If you are a Biafran, you have the right to come into the program also and speak in your own dialect, because we are making sure we carry every language. English is not our language. The Biafran people have different tribes and different dialects. So if you're a Biafran and you want to catch your own audience to speak to your dialects, feel free to join me on the platform and use your dialect. As long as it's a Biafran dialect, go ahead and use it to educate our people. It is allowed. What we ask for people that join us is that when you are joining me on this very stage, make sure you appear in a decent manner. We cannot admit you into the platform naked. You must conduct yourself properly. Secondly, when you are making your point on this platform, you must make sure you speak in a civil manner. It doesn't matter how angry you are. It doesn't matter how dissatisfied you are. It doesn't matter how frustrated you are. You must try as much as possible to conduct yourself. When I say conduct yourself, I don't mean to muzzle you or to try to intimidate you or to try to force you to buy into my own ideology. No, hold on to your opinion. But when you are presenting your opinion, make sure you have facts and also put it in a very civil manner, because the whole world is watching us. Intelligent men and women are watching, and they will be the judge as you make your case before the whole world. That is why you must speak in a civil manner. The government of Biafra is also watching and listening to your advice and your own contributions. Our Prime Minister is watching this very platform. That's why it's important that when you join us, you present your case in a civil manner so that you can make some meaningful impact on the program. My fellow Biafrans that are watching, I appreciate everyone that have made it this far. Thank you so much for joining me, and may Chukwu Okukabia my guide and protect you. As every one of you know, today is Monday, and you know what Monday is. Monday is a very special day in the restoration of independence state of Biafra. Monday is a very special day when it comes to the journey of restoration. It will be written in history that a time came when the Biafran people sacrificed every Monday for their freedom. The civil disobedience of Monday has made a very great impact. We have achieved a lot through this civil disobedience on Monday. Through the civil disobedience on Monday, the voice of the Biafran have been heard and heard louder than ever. Through the civil disobedience on Monday, the whole world have finally seen that the Nigerian government have lost legitimacy in Biafran territory. And everyone that is serving under the Zoological Republic government in Biafran territory has no stake anymore. They do not cut it short. There is no one serving Nigeria in Biafran territory today that has legitimacy. That is why if you go to Biafra land today, being Monday, everywhere is under lock and key. People are sitting at home to demonstrate their desire to leave the contraption called Nigeria, to delegitimize Nigerian government and legitimize Biafran government. So, Monday sit at home is a very strong tool. It's a very strong tool in the delegitimization of Nigeria and in the restoration of the independent state of Biafra, which is going to happen soon. Biafrans have used that Monday sit at home to show their support to the government of Biafra. Today is that very important day. And as we speak, Biafrans are watching me from their various homes. Biafrans are sitting at home and they are watching and observing. And I believe that Biafrans, you are going to hear their voice coming out to make their contributions and tell the world the situation of things and update on the ground. This sit at home has become a strong tool from the moment the supreme leader of IPOB, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, was kidnapped. A man who has not committed any crime, an innocent man who flew into Kenya with British passport. He never committed any crime. He was stamped into Kenya. The Kenyan government was aware that he was coming in. He didn't commit any crime. Nigerian government took their fraudulent acts to Kenya. In connivance with the Kenyan officials, they kidnapped Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and they tortured him for good 8 days against the international law. After torturing him for 8 days, they brought him back to Nigeria through extraordinary rendition. Extraordinary rendition is a crime. It's an international crime. You do not commit such. It is an international crime, which Nigerian government signed up for. They signed up for the treaty. You don't have to go and kidnap somebody forcefully and bring him into your country. If you want to extradite somebody, you have to go through the normal process. But what did they do? They went to Kenya, They kidnapped Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and extraordinarily renditioned him to Nigeria. This is not the first time. They have attempted it the first time and they failed. And the second time, because it's in Africa, they succeeded. After they succeeded in bringing Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to Nigeria, he was taken to their court. Voices were coming from east, west, and north asking for the release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. The government of Nigeria kept a deaf ear. The United Nations weighed in and also demanded that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu should be released and gave 6 months. The 6 months expired. Nigeria never did anything, and there was no punishment given to them. At a point in time, their late President Muhammad Buhari came out and said that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has to pass through their process of the court, that there will be no political solution, that he has to pass through the legal process of the court, and whatever the court decide will be his fate. We accepted and we said, no problem. And Mazen Nnamdi Kanu started the journey in the court. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu went from the lowest court in the land to the highest court in the zoo. And he won his case hands down. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu won all the cases. The judges who Mazen Nnamdi Kanu faced were judges of the zoo, not judges of Biafra. These are judges who are serving the Zoological Republic. And they pronounced Mazen Nnamdi Kanu innocent. In fact, one of the judges said that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu should be paid compensation. And the other said that there is no court in Nigeria that has the right to judge Mazen Nnamdi Kanu until they explain the circumstances surrounding his kidnap from Kenya. Obviously, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu won his case, but the Zoological Republic government refused to release him and they continued to keep him, incarcerate him up to this time. What did they do? They returned him back to the lower court and say he should go and start the case afresh. For the very first time in history, it has never happened in humankind for a man to win his case and then you return him back to start case all over again. It is from one useless charges to the other. Amendment of charges from one way to the other. And up to this moment, as I speak, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is an innocent man. They have nothing against him. But because Nigeria is a very fraudulent and heartless country, they have refused to release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And some wicked citizens, some idiotic citizens, some of the citizens of Nigeria who are very, very wicked, you see them come on national TV, you see them come on conventional media, on social media, and they continue to accuse Mazen Nnamdi Kanu guilty. Even when their court has proven Mazen Nnamdi Kanu innocent, they continue to project him as somebody who is guilty. Including the politicians, more especially politicians from the southeast. They still come and they project Mazen Nnamdi Kanu as a guilty person. It is happening because Nigeria is not a nation, has never been a nation, and will never be a nation. This is a British business empire that was built in 1960. A business empire that was built long time ago, 1960. They built that empire and they handed it over to the Fulani Caliphate to help them to operate that empire, to run their business, and the Fulani Caliphate embraced that business because they themselves are strangers who come from Tajala. They are not citizens of Nigeria. Then ask me, how can you give independence of a country to those who are foreigners, who are not citizens? Nigerian citizens, we are asking for independence. People from the southern part of Nigeria, they were asking for independence. But when the time came for independence, none of them was called upon. They were relegated to the background. And the British went instead to go and seek alliance with the Fulanis, and they handed Nigeria over to Fulanis to run their business empire and bring return, while the Fulanis own the land. And this has become the nightmare of Nigeria from that 1960 up to this moment. It has been from one war to the other. The disunity cannot be measured. The disunity is increasing day by day. As we speak today, the disunity in Nigeria can never, ever be measured with any other thing on the planet Earth. But yet, they are forcing people to be together. Only an idiot will sit back and listen to that very British company, nor support to that very British company. What Biafran people are doing today is to make sure they create a nation where people can be safe and sound. And in creation of Biafra, we are not trying to dominate anybody, neither are we trying to take anybody's land. We are concerned with the Biafran land, that territory that Chukwu Okike Abiama gave to us, our own territory. That is where we are concerned about. We have nothing to do with anybody's territory. We have nothing to do with what anyone is saying. We don't want to know what you practice or your area, your religion, or whatever. We don't care. All we are asking is that let every region be on their own, grow in their own space at their own speed. I want you to tell me, how is that too much to ask? How is that a crime? How on earth is it a crime for asking that everyone should grow at their own space, in their own speed? How is that a crime? That is all we ask. And because of that, they have continued to commit genocide against Biafran people. They have succeeded in tarnishing the image of the Biafrans. They demonize the Biafrans, and they try to encourage other ethnic groups to rise against Biafra. And some of the foolish ones are joining them. Some of the foolish ones buy into the idea of the caliphate, the idea of the Fulanis. Today, you see those idiots on social media, on various platforms. Even when they have seen that the situation of Nigeria today is a critical one, irredeemable, instead of talking about a problem, they are focusing on the Biafra people, more especially the Igbo Biafrans. When you go to the platforms today, they'll be talking about Igbo did this, Igbo did that. They forget about the major problem that the country is facing. Today, be sit at home. You see some of them come and begin to talk. Why do we have to sit at home? These are people who don't care about you as a Biafran. But when they come to the conventional media, you see them speak as if they care about you. In that part of Nigeria, there are places in Nigeria where people are dying in hundreds every day. A place where terrorists is taking life every day. There are some places in that country where terrorists have taken over a village completely, drive away the owners of the land and put other people there. They are still there up to this moment as we speak. The government of the zoo knows about that. The people of the zoo know about that, but they are not worried about that. The Nigerians, the Hausas that are dying in the northern part of Nigeria, those who the terrorists are taking their life every blessed day, they are losing hundreds of people in the northern part of Nigeria, losing their lands and property. That is not something. You don't care about them, right? Oh, you care about Biafrans. You care about Biafrans. You don't care about it. Not. What a good man you are. What a good woman you are. It is sad. The reason why they are worried about us is because we have refused to become a slave that they want us to be. We have refused to surrender our freedom to any man. We have decided to say that enough is enough. And I bet you in that contraption called Nigeria today, the only region that is safe, where the terrorists do not have a foothold, where people are not running away from their own land, where land has not been taken over in this generation, is Biafra land. The only place where the Fulani Janjaweed do not have a foothold today is Biafra land. And that is why they intensify in their propaganda, using even other tribes. They use other tribes And today, when I see some people speaking on TikTok, on Facebook, on YouTube, I wonder where they kept their heart and their mind. I wonder where they kept their mind and heart. So many of them who are talking, look at their own area, they are impoverished. So many of them who are talking against the Igbo Biafrans that are superheading and leading the exit of Biafra from the zoo. Those ones who are raising war against the Igbos, ask them, how is your own environment? Is Nigeria better for you? You that is there talking down on Biafrans, fighting Biafrans, telling them to stay in Nigeria, I want to ask you, what benefit are you getting from the Zoological Republic of Nigeria? What benefit? What benefit are you enjoying from the Zoological Republic called Nigeria that have made you to lose your mind? Instead of talking about things that matters, you are concentrating on distracting people who are bringing solution, a lasting solution that will make everybody in the country to have security, that will make everybody in the country to be safe and sound. Why? Why are you troubled? Why are you disturbed? Why are you not concentrating on your own region? Think about how you are going to save your region from the atrocities that the Zoological Republic is committing against them. So many people you see online talking against the Biafran people, trying to make joke of Biafran. Go and look at their area. One of the clown, there is one clown, the one they call mock news, Parara, or whatever they call him. A clown who does not know his left and right, who in a normal situation, that man he will not have a place in a sane society. A clown like that cannot have a place in a sane society. It is because in Nigeria, you can monetize foolishness. Anything in Nigeria is monetizable. You can monetize foolishness because idiots are mashed together. You can monetize stupidity in Nigeria. And when you make money, idiots like you begin to listen to you and feel that you have something in your brain when you have nothing. For that idiot to begin to make mockery of Biafra. That is how low the Zoological Republic can make you go. They call his name mock news or Parara. If you're one of those following that clown or watching his platform, you should be ashamed of yourself. More especially if you're a Biafran. If you're a Biafran and you are still patronizing that clown, you should be ashamed of yourself. In the past week, we saw different kinds of propaganda, blackmail they were bringing against the Biafran government, against our prime minister. You see the way they were disgracing themselves, thinking that they were disgracing our prime minister. But I thank you, for the man whom we have today. Our prime minister will always allow them to disgrace themselves and show the world what they are made of. So that it won't be as if maybe we are talking too much, or maybe we are not patient, or maybe we are over-exaggerating. If you think we are exaggerating what we are saying, all you need to do is to go and pay attention to these people and look at what they are doing and their line of argument. When you see their line of argument, you will feel sorry and you wonder the kind of people who are living in the same country with this kind of people. It is sad, but that is where we find ourselves. The zoo is a country that is not supposed to spend the next minute on the planet Earth. For anybody who cares about humanity, you should pray to see the end of the zoo. If you care about humanity, Your prayer should be the end of the zoo. Let the zoo end. Because one of the problems that the humanity have today is that contraption called Nigeria. More especially the Africans. One of the major problems the Africans have today is that contraption. And until we learn lesson and do what we are supposed to do, it is going to be worse than you can ever imagine. We came throughout the last weekend, we saw a lot of things that were happening. When you see certain videos, you may imagine where they kept their brain, including some of them that claim to be Biafrans. Some people who claim to be Biafran, but when they open their mouth and speak, you'll be wondering from which part of the planet are they coming from? Starting from making jokes with the national team of Biafra that was unveiled by our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Just of it. And you look at their line of argument, you begin to wonder, are these people living on the planet Earth or they are living somewhere else? Some of them were just concerned that they saw some white people playing for Biafra. And I asked them, is it the black man that is meant to serve a white forever? Is there any law that says that it's only black that will serve the white? What is wrong if the white people begin to serve us? Go to all the national teams in sports in this planet Earth. You will see blacks in the highest number. United States, go and look. United States, people who are participating there, 70% are blacks. Look at France. France, 90% blacks. United Kingdom, the same thing. Germany, the same thing. You see blacks there in different areas of sports. So you are the only one that is meant to be serving the whites. So when the whites come to serve you, it becomes a problem. And by the way, what we are seeking for is not trophy. We are only seeking for recognition. And when you see them appear, what name did you hear? In that match, from the beginning of the match to the end, did you hear the name of anybody except Biafra? Did you hear any other name being projected except Biafra? Did you hear any individual name there except Biafra? Instead of being happy that finally Biafra is on the international stage, winning recognition for Biafra to play under 19 with Europeans. Playing under 19 in Europe, it is not easy. And they say, why is he playing in Europe? Israel is in the Middle East and they are playing competition with Europe. All their matches, they play with Europe. They play with Europe. What is wrong if Biafra is recognized in Europe and they begin to join the Europeans in playing their games? What is wrong in it? This is the very first stage, and we were able to represent Biafra, to project Biafra name. Every flag you saw in that march was Biafra. The name that was mentioned in Biafra. Go to the write-up. Tomorrow, next tomorrow, in the year to come, they will tell you Biafra appear in under 19 tournament in Europe. You are not pleased with that. And by the way, this is not the very first time. This is not the very first time this recognition, this match was played by white men. It was done the same thing, I think, in 1940. But this time it became a different ball game because of your hate to the prime minister and yourself. Because your hate cannot be because of the hate you hate yourself. You decide to begin to protect somebody. It is sad, but they are disgracing themselves. And I love my prime minister as he always helped them to expose their idiocy and stupidity. These are a bunch of clowns who have nothing to offer, has never had any program or something to offer. But those who are ready to offer things, instead of supporting them, they are busy speaking from both sides of their mouth and talking about irrelevant issues.
I'm with them.
To learn when we have to learn. For those of us who are careless, For those of us who don't have enough information, don't be moved. Don't allow anybody to deceive you or distract you. Do not allow that. Focus on the rest of Biafra. We are moving forward. From 29th of this month, the convention will start. On the 2nd of December, the declaration will be made. From then, we begin to seek for our recognition. And I bet you we are going to get that recognition. It is coming already. The process has started, and we are going to get there. It doesn't matter what anybody says, any man or woman says, we will get there. I pray that as many as have made it this far, we will stand together and stand strong until we walk into Biafra. You're welcome, my beloved brother Okuchuku. Thank you so much for joining me. Go ahead and speak to Biafrans. Let's hear from you, Okuchuku. Unmute yourself. We can't hear you. Unmute yourself. We can't hear you. You are muted.
My brother, good morning.
Good morning, my beloved brother. You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm so happy to be part of this discussion today.
Thank you.
Ever in your last program, I think on Wednesday, I tried to come in, but network pulled me out. And that was the very first day I participated in your program.
Oh,
I have nothing to say now, but I just thank God that I'm alive today to be part of this history that is about to unveil itself on us Biafra. I have special greeting to my Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoku. He is a great man.
Yes.
He's a man of honor. He's a proud Biafran. And so do all of you media personnel and the working government. You are all true Biafran, a proud Biafran. I thank you all for fighting for us. I thank you all for defending our rights. Those of us who cannot speak proudly, who cannot fight for ourselves. I thank you all. I wish you all and all Biafran best of luck as we approach the D-Day. We shall all call for celebration at the end of everything. So yes. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, my beloved brother. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, and thank you so much for being part of the program. And wherever you are, stay strong and stay focused. We are going to overcome. It doesn't matter the challenges that is coming. We know that it is not easy, more especially people in the homeland. The journey is not easy. We do know that. But this is the price we have to pay. And my joy is that it is not going to be for too long. It is not going to take long. It won't be like what we saw in 1967. This time, the homework has been done properly. We have done our homework very, very well. Homework has been done on various areas, on different angles, and it can never be the same anymore. In 1967, when they came upon us, we don't have any army. We didn't have any army on the ground. We didn't have any. Yeah, go ahead.
Please, my children and I, we have been discussing about a Biafran item, national anthem, and we don't know how to recite it. Biafran national anthem. Even I and my daughter is here right now. So for a long time now, she's been asking me if I can get the Biafran national item, this thing, so that she can be learning of it. She's just 6 years old, but she's very much keen and interested in learning the national anthem. Okay. If you are looking at, you will be seeing her coming in and going. Just trying to impute something. So she's very much interested to be part of this program. And I will appreciate if by any means you can send me this Biafra national item script so that I can be teaching her time to time.
Okay. What is going to happen? You have my WhatsApp number?
No, I don't have your WhatsApp number.
Okay, I'm going to give you my number. You just send me a WhatsApp message on WhatsApp so that I can be able to send you the clip. It is very important. Our children need to know it. Even we ourselves, we have to learn it. It's very important because there's no more time. Just get a pen and get down my WhatsApp number so that you just send me a message on WhatsApp number on my WhatsApp. After the program, I will go through it and I will try to send you the national anthem so that you can be able to teach them.
Okay.
And they will figure us out.
Can I send you my WhatsApp number so that you
It will not be proper for you to call your number online on stage. It will not be proper for you to call your line in public like that. That's what I'm saying. It's not proper for you to call your number on stage in the public like that. So for us here, those we are broadcasting, we have a means of protecting our numbers and all that. So we can give our numbers out at any time. But for Biafrans, the security of life and property of Biafrans is number one thing. We consider our security before anything. So just try to join me on WhatsApp, send me a message on WhatsApp, then I will send the information to you. So just get a pen and write down my WhatsApp number.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Can I call it? Can I call the number?
Yeah, you can call the number. Let me. Okay, go on.
Plus 447.
Plus 447.
Yeah. 864.
864.
397.
397.
169.
169.
Yeah, 169.
Okay. I think it's
plus
complete.
447.
Plus 447.
Yeah.
864. 864. Yeah.
Yeah.
397.
Yeah.
169.
169.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. That's the number. Just send me a message. After the program, I will add you up. Then I can be able to send you the clip.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, my beloved brother. I appreciate you. My regards to the kids.
All right.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
My dear.
So, my fellow Biafrans that are watching, you can see how interesting the Biafrans are. It is not just about our children are following up and they are preparing themselves. That is what every one of us have to do. We have to prepare the generation. The fight and the battle we are fighting is for the generation that is to come. It is not even we that is going to enjoy the benefit of the Biafra. It is these little children. We want to hand them over a nation where they can be able to explore, have peace, have good economy, and enjoy everything that life can offer. We don't want them to come and begin to run around the way we run around our own time, flying, jumping from one country to the other, begging for visa to go to one place or the other. We want to create a nation for our children where they can welcome visitors. They will employ other people from abroad. They will employ white men and work under them. Have a suitable contact is what you're working for. It might not happen in our own time, but our children unborn and our children who are with us today, those little kids that are with us today, they will be the ones to enjoy the fruits of our labor. That is why everybody must put their hand on deck. It is not just about us. It is about our generation unborn. It is about our little kids. And everybody has to start doing something. Have to start doing something. Put that knowledge and wisdom so that they will not stop us. Because I know, as for the coming of Biafra, it is signed and sealed. There's nothing anybody can do anywhere that is going to stop it. as we are proceeding today, when you look at the topic I chose, I said, Biafra, Republic Government in Exile, Prime Minister Simon Ekpa Njoku announced justice for all Biafrans. Justice for all Biafrans, and Judgment Day draw close. It is justice for all. We have been suffering for a very long time. The intimidation have lasted for so long. It is time for justice. And that justice is what our Prime Minister is pursuing. And the beautiful thing about it is that we are pursuing it based on international law. We are not committing any crime. It is not a criminal activity for you to ask for your freedom. There's nothing criminal about self-determination. And that is why you see our Prime Minister speak about it boldly and claim responsibility for everything he says. That is why we can all see it on our various platforms online and we speak about Biafra. When you talk about Biafra, you are talking about humanity, protecting humanity, saving life, making people to live a sane life, allowing people to live at their own space, at their own speed. We are not against anybody. We are not against any tribe. We are not against any religion. You are free to practice whatever you want to practice on your own way. But don't force us into what we do not belong to. That is what we are saying. You want to have an Islamic state? There's nothing wrong in having an Islamic state. But why don't you establish it within the people who agreed with it? Every one of us know that what the British put together was a secular state. The British together put a secular company, not even a state. They brought people from different regions and they matched them together. And they, as time goes on, we were trying to form a secular state. So if you want to take over a region, take over a region that according to their own interest. The North can be on their own. Practice whatever they wish to practice. Nobody is going to stop them. We can still visit them. We can still be friends. The North can still have their caliphate. They can still have their Islamic state, and we will still be friends. After all, there are so many of us who are living in Islamic land. There are so many of us who are living in Iraq, Iran, and Saudi Arabia, and they're doing their business successfully. But why are you trying to impose something that is not our culture upon us? That is where we have a problem. And that is why we have looked through it deep. The destruction has, since 1945, they have begun to kill the Biafran people. And we continue to endure. We continue to make peace. And you want us to stay hand over to our children this kind of life? It will not happen. That is why, under the leadership of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu sent out the message. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu did not even stop with the Biafrans alone. His message touched all the Biafran people. He went to the Oduduwa land. He preached to the Oduduwa people. Oduduwa people raised up. For the very first time, Oduduwa people began to protest in the open. For the very first time. It has never happened before. It has never happened. After the message of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, Oduduwa people begin to ask for their freedom. He didn't stop there. He went to Middle Belt. The Middle Belters today are speaking about their freedom. He didn't stop there. Even the Hausas, as we see today, Hausa is seeking their freedom from those people that came from Futajelo. And what are we asking? Let every region be on their own. You do not create states with people of diverse value. You create states based on people who have similar value system. Create state among people that have similar value system so that they can be able to maintain their value system and do what they are supposed to do peacefully. That is all we are asking for. We are not trying to take over anybody's land. We are not taking out anybody's property. When you look at the map that Biafra have drawn today, the new map that they are using as propaganda and shouting everywhere, every place that map covered, it is the indigenous people in that area that came out and voted. The map that was drawn by the people, the owners of the land, they drew the map and they sent it to our Prime Minister. Our Prime Minister did not draw the map of Africa, map of Biafra. Our Prime Minister did not draw the map of Biafra. It is the citizens of Biafra that drew the map and sent to him. We conducted our self-referendum in the 40 state of Biafra, and they said, who are those who were there? Who are those who are there? Yesterday, we saw our prime minister went to the different area, visited the different area. You saw people came out in numbers. You saw people came out in numbers to welcome our prime minister, yesterday. The program was huge. The crowd was huge. Even in the rain, they were there. Waiting for our prime minister, welcoming him with masquerade. This is the different area of Biafra. This is not Igbo speaking Biafra. A different state altogether. Welcome our prime. It was massive. You see, the whole people came out in a public place to welcome our prime minister. But when you talk about it, they will tell you, oh, this place is not Biafra. This place, oh, we are trying to drag. We are not dragging anybody. We know our land. We know where it belongs to us. We are talking about the old Southeastern region, people of the same value system. We are brothers and sisters from the same source, the same great-grandparents. We eat the same food, the same dressing, the same appearance, the same religion. Everything we do is the same. You see the masquerade that appeared in the program yesterday? In that land, will you ever believe that they have such masquerade? The same masquerade you see there is the masquerade you see in Biafra land. The same. The same culture. Greetings almost the same. But yet, the Caliphate and the British continue to push their lie. They continue to deceive and confuse those they want to confuse. But for us, Biafrans, it doesn't matter what the enemies are doing. It doesn't matter what the enemies are saying. It doesn't matter their propaganda and blackmail. We shall overcome them and they will be defeated by the special grace of God. You're welcome, my brother. Peace. Thank you for joining me today once again. Peace. You're welcome.
Thank you, my brother. Good morning.
Good morning, my brother. Peace. You're welcome.
Yeah. My brother, I want to ask you a question before I go further. Okay. This our Biafran passport. Is it 10 years or? Hello?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Yeah, the Biafran, our Biafran passport, is it 10 years or is it like the zoo, 5 years? Every 5 years you got to renew it, or is it 10 years?
We are going to find out during this very convention. It has not yet been
stated. Because I asked a very good friend of mine where I'm staying. He told me that 5 years is not a good idea. You know, that 10 years is the maximum idea for passport. A strong passport is for 10 years, not 5 years. That 5 years is just to be taking people money. You know, that it doesn't work. As a citizen of the country, you got to get 10 years maximum. 10 years passport is the best. You know, because what I'm saying this is because so that Biafrans can, you know, our passport should have that 10 years before they renew it. You know.
Of course, the only thing that you must always expect the best. Expect the best from the Biafran government. After all, we all know that 10 years is always the best and it's always the standard. And the Biafran government is going with the best standard. So let's just wait and see what happens during the convention.
Because most of European country I have been to, some of them most of them they are having 10 years. But even the local ones, they are having 10 years. So I think it's the best thing. My brother, there is something I want to say about. That is something that I was watching in because you bring the topic, and that was where I grabbed the topic. Yeah. I was watching a content creator. I don't know. I don't want to mention the lady name. You know, or should I mention her name? I can mention her name. You know, need to mention her name. Just go ahead. Okay. This lady, I think sometimes You know, I don't know if she's a Biafran or if she's a Nigerian. She's an Igbo lady, you know. So whenever I watches her program, and she always complain about our leader, that's our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, was bring white people to come and play for Biafran National Nation League. Let me put it like that way. And I asked myself, I said, is it a wrong thing for white people should represent Biafra? Because this, for me, I see this thing is representing that this is how our team is going to be. But if tomorrow we have white citizens in Biafra, are they not going, if they decide to play for Biafra, is it a crime? Look at Belgium.
Not even if we already have our children. Many of us are married to white. We have whites. They are many. They are many.
Okay. Look at Belgium. Look at France. As you were saying, 90% of black people in France are playing for France. Is it a wrong thing for a white man also work with a black man in his own continent or his own country? No. Because we are saying that white people are racist, but if you look at it, why is it that we black also are racist? I'm finding out. I'm telling you the truth. Because that statement of that lady, it irritates me. I don't know if the lady is fighting for one Nigeria or is for Biafra. Because that lady can never ever stand in the truth. She's fighting for P2B, is fighting for this one. Are you fighting for Biafra to come? Are you fighting for one Nigeria? Because that irritates me. How can you say, Simon, those things, I found that those things are representative. It's representing our league, our nation league. It's representing it. It's telling people this is the time, this is how our team is going to look like, and this is how our jersey is going to look like. We should stop attacking people, because these white people you see here, they are also supporting those people you see playing those football. They are supporting also Biafra.
Of course,
because whatever you do,
promoting Biafra and supporting Biafra.
Yes, whatever you do in this life, if you don't have a right hand beside your freedom, you will never get that freedom. We should stop mocking this kind of. We should stop it. If tomorrow, maybe white man will come Biafra land, they can't resign, they can't stay for Biafra. He can't say okay, he won't stay for Biafra. He want to be part of Biafra. He want to be citizen of Biafra. Look at South Africa. Who are the people playing for South Africa football? Is it not white people? Is it not so white people? So we should stop this racism discrimination. We should stop it. I don't like it. For white man to represent Biafra is a good thing as well. It's a good thing because they are in support. They are in support. We should stop discriminating. Biafra, a lady from Italy, I wrote her a message. I told her, since you have been working with DOS, what have you people achieved to bring Biafra? Neither you are carrying Biafran flag, running all the whole AC Milan or Rome. I don't know where she resides. She running around. I told one of my friends, I said, this lady, don't mind her. They are not fighting for freedom. This flag you see here that she's spreading around because of Simon, because Simon have done the best job. Now, my brother, let me tell you the truth. That lady knows that Biafra is coming. That's why she's waving that flag. Let me tell you the truth. She knows that Biafra is coming. Because that is the reason why she's moving. Hello? Are you hearing me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, that lady, she's from Abo. I think either Abo, because one day she was saying, oh, Biafran people made her to get a visa, I don't know, to stay in Italy. Thank God. And I told the lady, I said, you are supporting DOS for a long time. What have you achieved? Are you people know? Why is it that we Africans, we don't think twice? How will you be supporting do you know how far the Biafran in exile, government in exile have gone to this? You are there talking that Simon is using those. You see those people who criticize people, they are the worst people on this planet. I'm telling you, whoever that criticizes If you criticize somebody, that shows you are the worst. Because when somebody criticizes somebody, and when there is a man that was criticizing somebody, so he told me that this person is like this, and I told him, I said, thank God that I know you properly well. I know you very well. All these things you are talking is nonsense. You are the bad person. Not that person you are pointing hand is the bad person. Not that person you are telling me I shouldn't go close to is the bad person. You that is telling me not to go to meet that person that is bad person. You are the bad person. Because the way I catches bad people is when they discriminate other people. That is nothing bad for white man to play football with Biafra. Even though Biafra come tomorrow, a white man reciting Biafra, he want to be a Biafran citizen. Let it be. If your children want to play for Biafra, let it be. We want white people also to serve. We want white people to be playing football club in Biafra land, also in Africa. Just go to Europe. The people play in Europe, most of them are Africans. Africans. Count how many white people who are coming to play in Africa to earn money, to earn pounds, to earn dollar. No, count how many of them. We shouldn't be stupid. Because it is only black people. That means we are also racist. We should stop that nonsense. It's not only white people are racist. All races are racist. That is nothing like a white man is racist. A black man is also a racist. I'm telling you the truth.
Exactly what you said. That he doesn't.
We are even racist than ourselves. We are even racist to ourselves than the way even white people treat us. I'm telling you, we are racist because let me tell you, my brother, since I found out that the reason why white people don't respect black man is because disunity. They don't have unity. Because when you have unity, other race will respect you. China will respect you. Other race in this planet will respect you when you have cooperative. Somebody cannot come in your middle and divide you that you are black from South Africa or South Africa. No. When somebody try to divide you, try to tell that person that no, you can't divide me and my brother. That person will not be afraid. Before you know it, he will become your best friend because of what? You dislike what he or her trying to bring in the midst of you and your brother. We should stop all these things. So that lady should stop that nonsense. Because before I respect that lady, I hear her where she was. I think she resides in Nigeria, not the one in Italy I'm talking about. The one that said that Simon, she resides in Nigeria. You see, she's very yellow, very beautiful lady. But how can a beautiful lady have a heart stone?
We know her.
Why must a woman have a heart stone? Why must you be a propaganda woman? Do you think Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Somebody was telling me, hey, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, without Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, by now we are finished. I say, yes, it's true. But now they have kidnapped our leader. Don't you know that the person that is doing this now is Simon Ekpa with his cabinet, his government cabinet? Without Simon Ekpa, my brother, by now, that 2002, they said that Fulani are going to carry that attack. Do you know that was real? That was they have already positioned themselves. But immediately our prime minister announced the Biafran Liberation Army parade. Do you know that these people from the place I come from called me and tell my brother, those Fulani don't base. They have run. Oh. I say, Dominic, they say, in fact, they have run. Even the ones that are doing shoemaker, all of them have run. I say, yes, those people you see there, they are the caliphate. They are the agent of the caliphate. That 2002, they were about to carry that attack in my village. There were many in my village to carry that attack. Immediately, they do that Biafran Liberation Parade. These people run, my brother. I'm telling you. As I'm telling you now, my people are drinking water. Even they are farming. They are going to farm. I'm telling you, they are going to their farm right now, planting yam, planting cassava. Because of what? The place they are, in fact, the Biafran Liberation Army is walking everywhere. I'm telling you, God should bless that man called as Simon Ekpa. Whoever that criticizes Simon Ekpa is very stupid. It's very useless. Why can't you appreciate what that guy? Do you think Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be in DSS kidnapping room to come and be telling you how you are going to get Biafra? If you are waiting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should come out, like these DOS people who are talking nonsense, Simon Ekpa, why can't those DOS people now, if they are really fighting for freedom, why can't they join Simon Ekpa and fight for this freedom? Neither they are fighting for freedom of their own pocket money. Because that is what they want. They want to use, my brother, let me tell you the truth. Before Igbos will go far, it will be hard for them. But thank God, we have somebody like Simon Ekpa who have bring our knowledge, our everything come back and tell us because I myself, I know 100% Biafra is coming on 2nd of December, because I am somebody who tell you that this is because I work with Simon Ekpa. Not that I'm working with him, but I watches him, I listen to him. Since 2020, I started watching him more and more. 2019, he was, I was watching him, but 2020, I started watching this guy. When they kidnap our leader, this guy, the way this guy just calm. Plus you, I started watching you also. The first time I saw your program, let me say 2020, 2021, when you are also, joining Simon Ekpa for this revelation. And I told somebody, I said, see people like this are the people who is also trying to bring Biafra, and they are supporting Mazi Simon Ekpa. And these people, if you care is not taking, these people also will be part of our leader, will be one of our leaders in our country, because those who speak like this are people who are, I'm telling you, my brother, if tomorrow Biafra come, you want to be the governor of a social place, but I will vote for you. I'm telling you the truth, because those people who are fighting, I'm telling you, my brother, those people, you, Biafran 247, Sona Parawa, many of them, Pastor Van, many of you that are fighting for freedom, you people should be our leader and teach others so that others will learn. We don't want those who will just come tomorrow that is reciting in Nigeria or in the Biafra land that don't even know how to, let them not come and bring that their criminal mentality of all those things. We don't need it. We need people from the diaspora to rule that country. I know what I'm saying. Because those people in Igbo land don't even know anything. Because that's the same mentality the zoo is ruling that zoo country. It's the same mentality those Igbo, our Biafran people will also behave. So the people who's going to bring this idea how to make a nation to be powerful, to be respectful, to be economically, most especially economically, is people living in abroad who have learned. Like people like me, if I have learned a lot of, let me say 90% of the place I'm living, I've learned everything. I have learned everything very well. And I know that if Biafra come tomorrow, if I bring this idea will work, because we want good thing to our people. So whosoever that is listening to that lady, because I don't know, for me, I want to say it clearly, that lady is a betrayer. Let me tell you the truth. It's a betrayer. You are fighting for Peter Obi to be a president of Nigeria. It's not going to work. Peter Obi will never be a president of Nigeria. Because this is what Azikiwe deceive us. He deceive us till he died today. Did he become the president of Nigeria? No. Yeah. He is not. He was not even a president. He was just, let me say, what is name? Tafele Balawa, was the leader. They don't even listen to him as a president. Why are we so? Igbo man is not a president. Okay, look at Aguiyi Ironsi. They killed him. To tell you that country is not one. Right from God had been using it to be warning us. Leave these people. And that lady is there talking, hey, Simon. Let my brother and sisters in Biafra land, let me tell you the truth. That Simon Ekpa is your second savior. Let me say is your third savior after our leader, Judgement, and our second supreme leader of our generation. Now we are seeing is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and our prime minister. These three are the people who made. Without these three people, Igbos, you are gone. Biafrans, you are gone. Without Simon Ekpa and his warriors, you people are gone. We are gone. I'm telling you, we are finished. I know what I'm talking about. We are finished because you people are waiting for God to come and quench fire. It's a lie, yo. Freedom is not given. Freedom is taken, and it will be taken. It's short. It will be taken by force. Because if you are leading time for God to come and give, like a brother that I was watching his program, he was telling me that it was God that made Biafra to come. I said, how did God do it? He said, yes, God did it. I said, let me tell you, with that human being, that will nothing be called Biafra, my friend. God used someone to bring Biafra, not God direct that will bring you Biafra. God uses people to bring freedom.
Of course, he's going to use human being. God will not come from heaven and give you.
Yeah. So don't be stupid like that. Don't when you are talking, talk with your reason proper. Everything is not God. God uses people for everything. But all this miracle of a thing doesn't work that way. Your miracle is your medicine. When you are sick, go to doctor. When you are sick, go to doctor. Doctor will send you to pharmacies. He will give you the medication, the things, he will write the medication for you. You go to pharmacies, because without medication, my brother, if you are waiting for prayer to heal you, you will die. That is no, my brother, let me tell you, there is no prayer that will make a human being to survive or to heal from the sickness. Is the drugs, that's the medication you are taking that makes you to recover. Without that medication, that person is gone. God don't treat cancer. God don't treat madness. God don't do those things. God has given man the dominion to treat him or herself. That is it. Because if God is doing miracle like that, that means God is a criminal. If God is giving you miracle a lot, like Suleiman, he said he's waiting for God, he's waiting for miracle a lot. I asked myself, I said, but you told me you have received miracle a lot before. How can a pastor still telling me he's received miracle a lot? We should reason proper. How can, do you know this is criminality? How can a bank just give you money? Wait, what is all this? This is all the things we are going to stop in Biafra land. All those fake prophets. We have to stop all those nonsense. We shouldn't say that is a man of God. It is left with him with God. When did God come down to ordain him that he is going to be a prophet? No, they made themselves the prophet. They made themselves prophets.
There are so many things that cannot work in Biafra land. There are so many things that cannot work. You see, Nigeria breeds evil. Nigeria creates space for atrocities to happen. Nigeria creates space for all manner of fraud to happen. When you don't have a good system on the ground, what do you expect? You are going to see people taking advantage of each other. That is what happens. Why do you see, if you take people in the United States, people in the UK or in Germany, and you bring them and put them into Nigeria today, they are going to behave like the present Nigeria that you are seeing. They are going to behave the same way, because there is no system that is going to control them. Nobody obeys the law, from the lowest person to the highest person. They don't. Who is going to implement the law? This thing we are talking about, that is why I don't talk about religion and all these things. All these things, when you have a good government, let me tell you, when you have a good government, we are in a situation where a citizen know that if he is sick and he gets to the hospital, they will treat him, give him medication, and he will go home. Later on, if there is a way to pay, people are going to pay for his health insurance, pay for his health care, and the government will take care and make sure he's being treated. If a woman is pregnant and she goes to the hospital, she will deliver without anybody saying, pay money first. If you have an accident, you are taken to the hospital, they will treat you. When there is such kind of system, and you know that when you are sick, you pick up your phone, you call 911, I'm having headache, and before 2 minutes, 911 will be there to take you. Why will you go to the church to pray? You will not. You will not. But the reason why you see people resulting to going to church to pray for every meaningless thing is because they have lost hope. And for a human being that you are, you will always look for a place to put your hope, at least to survive for the next minute. A human being cannot stay without just putting hope somewhere. You will have something to give you hope to survive the next day. That is what the Christians say. That is what the churches do in Nigeria. They will give them that hope. And when you see somebody who is sick, he doesn't have money to go to hospital. He doesn't even have, even to go and buy a medicine from chemist, he doesn't have. The only thing he will resort to is, God save me. And the next place is to go to the church and lie down and believe with faith that he'll be healed. So sometimes I don't blame people. But when you have a government, like in abroad now, when you go to abroad, if somebody is sick, you don't need to say there is no money in your pocket. Call 911. Once you get to the hospital, they are going to treat you. After you are well, they will now talk about the bill. After you are well, and you see people paying their taxes, people who have much money pay tax for those who don't have, and make sure that the thing is, it reaches everybody. Everybody have that freedom of it. The person that was doing this kind of a little bit was during the time of Muammar Gaddafi in Libya.
Yeah.
Gaddafi was giving his people free medical care, free light. Light was free. Petrol was almost free, cheaper than pure water.
But sorry, sir, sorry. How come this Gaddafi people? How come they just, how come they just allow such a thing to happen? Now they are regretting it.
That's the thing you have to answer. How come do you see somebody like this lady you are talking about attacking Mazi Simon Ekpa? Even with everything they are seeing, how come people will still come and be talking about national team? Even when they have seen that Mazi Simon Ekpa have employed the service of one of the best lawyers in the United States. One of the best lawyers in DC have been employed today to work for Biafra. They saw the name of the man. They did not go and Google and see the name of it. They didn't talk about that. They decided to choose to talk about football for representation. That is the same thing that happened in that Libya you are talking about. No matter how good you are, some people will still be what they are. Human being. You can't please them. You can't
please them. You can't please anybody.
Everything they did there, they had it during the time of Gaddafi. And Libya can never, ever be the same. They can never get that standard again. Never. Libya will never get that standard. The standard Gaddafi gave them. In a country where when you give birth to a child, that very child is already entitled to the federal government money. They will deposit money to them.
My brother, do you know that
they will give you a house.
My brother, do you know the country that I'm reciting? I was surprised. Let me say 2011. Let me say 2011. During that time of Gaddafi revelation to bring him down, I was surprised to see a Libyan in my company. 2011, I could remember. I was asking him, where are you from? He said he's from Libya. I said, how do you see the situation now? He said, man, that his people are so stupid and foolish. Like in fact, they all regret it. Now he had become a slave. I said, yeah, you are. He said, yes. He said,
oh, now he's working abroad.
He's working abroad, and he's working down. So that time we are working. He worked 9 hours. I worked 9 hours. He told me, he said, man, Mr. Peace. I said, what? He said, man, he said, in fact, if he will see the way he will go back to his country, he will go, but he can't go again because the free medication, everything that he was receiving is gone. He was crying, telling me this. I told him, what is the solution? He said, there is no solution, that the solution is gone. I said, who's the solution? Gaddafi is dead. Now they don't know what to do. That they were so stupid. They were so stupid. So again, I now met a boy from Syria. He said that, he now told me, he said that why is it that we black people, we know better than them? But they are from Syria as well. They don't know anything about their, what they call it, their leader, called Assad. That how do we know that Assad is a good man? I say, let me tell you, time will come, you Syrians will regret everything. That this you people are the reason why you people don't really know about the Westerners, because you people don't read. You people don't have access to internet, to read about these people. When they see good things going on in your own country, they would like to destabilize it, to spoil it, so that you will come and be working for them. Don't you know, you coming to Europe to come and work for them, you are bringing more economy, power, you are powering the country to be more stronger. But when you reside in your own country and you are working for your country and paying tax, your country will be more powerful. He told me, he said, in fact, that he met me as a black man, that I have told him everything, that everything I said is true. that the problem they have is that propaganda, that they say a lot of propaganda to bring Assad down. I say, can't you see what happened to Gaddafi? He said, yes. He said, Syria was a very beautiful country. He said that when he was in Syria, that Syria was like Europe in his eye. But when he came to Europe, and I found that, the way Europe look is the way Syria was beautiful as well. That is not comparatism. I say, yes. That is the mistake we all do. We hear propaganda. It's like, what is his name now? Ibrahim Torre. They said that he bring a death sentence. This I said, yes, because too much people are we black. Some of us we are wicked. We are wicked.
You see blacks and Arab, you don't handle them with soft hand. You don't use soft hand. You see the way Mazen Nandekan preached the message. When Mazen Nandekan was preaching, everybody hated him. Even all these people today that tell you, oh, Mazen Nandekan was a nice guy. Oh, Simon Ekpa is stubborn. Simon Ekpa doesn't listen. Oh, Simon Ekpa is a stubborn person. Why would you support him? Mazen Nandekan is every one of them, they hated Mazen Nandekan because of the way he was preaching his message. Mazen Nandekan hit everybody hard. Any day he remembered the Igbo people, he will tell you that Igbo is the Igbo people, that they are the worst of worst. They are saboteur. Their saboteur doesn't get part 2. They have the worst, the greatest saboteur. Mazen Nandekan will tell you that every organization where you form an organization and you put that name Igbo in that organization, call it Igbo, it will never succeed. When Mazen Nandekan want to talk to the Arewa, he will open the Anyash and tear it apart. When he want to talk to Dudua, he will speak and speak. But when you don't understand him, you think he's just hating you. He is not. But that is the kind
he's trying to correct you. He's trying to correct you. That is the kind of person.
And that is the only language they hear. If you don't use it hard like that, they will never ever understand you.
I'm telling you, my brother, I'm telling you, they try to kill this man called Ibrahim Torre. I ask myself, what are they going to gain? Why is it that black people don't like good things? Why? I'm sorry, I am black. I am a black man.
Every good thing he's doing to save his country, they are still planning to talk to him.
Planning, they're using his own people. They are using his own people to kill him. Why can't we just embrace love? Why are we so wicked? Okay, do you know? I don't know if you have heard this recently news from Isaiah. I don't know, because I don't pay attention sometimes for these Westerners, their propaganda talk. A man was saying that if Africa have a nuclear weapon, that the world will respect them. And I told myself, I said, no, for Africa to have nuclear weapon is not for me, it's not the best for me, because these people, because the same Westerners who is telling Africans to have weapon, nuclear weapon, they will be the one that will come and attack you. End of the day, I'm telling you, if they will attack you, they will.
It's not our problem. We don't need a nuclear weapon.
Thank you. God Almighty should bless you. Because I like people who think twice. Because we blacks are not meant to have weapons like nuclear. We are so short. We are, I don't know how to put it. We are, I don't know. We can't handle that with nuclear weapon. Never. Why? We should be careful. Nuclear weapon is not what we are going to use to. Our nuclear weapon is our natural resources that will make us rich and powerful. It's not our nuclear. We don't need nuclear weapon. We don't need anything atomic bomb. We don't need all those things in Africa. We are not people like that to have those things. We don't need it. We don't need it. Because these people are going to use these weapons of nuclear to come and be trouble in Africa. And the same thing they are doing to Iran now. Look at what they are doing to Iran. It's the same thing they will do to Africa. I'm telling you, it's the same thing they will do to Africa. So we should abandon that nuclear something, because that is not a good idea. Because our African people are very heartless and wicked. They can use that nuclear weapon uselessly, and they will be the first people that will strike with that weapon. I'm telling you, I don't believe black to have weapon. I'm set to have that kind of dangerous weapon. Shouldn't go in the hands of black man. Most especially, how do you say?
We have more important
You know?
issues to deal with. We have more important issues to deal with. So we have
Not
to
nuclear. Yes, we don't need.
Most important issues that we have to build a sane society. First of all, you have to build a sane society before you can begin to think about any other thing that has to do with that.
Any other thing.
Defend ourselves, but first of all,
because nuclear weapon is not a easy thing. It's not a good idea. For me, it's not a good idea. The idea Africa should be great. Africa should be heaven when people will come and visit and go back to their own continent. Let it be a place of relax, a place of joy. Because I see Africa as heaven as well. Africa is the heaven when there is no cold, where there is no, no vocation, volcano. Everywhere is peaceful. I remember when I was a small boy, all those 80s, we learned a lot of things. We see how beautiful it was. But immediately, Obasanjo become president, suffering started. People say Buhari is not Buhari. All those suffering started from Obasanjo. It started from Obasanjo. Suffering began.
The suffering of Nigeria, it didn't start from Obasanjo. It started from the very amalgamation 1914. It is from
but brother, I could remember when Babangida Abacha, they were leaders. When Abacha was a leader, this Mama Puts, now they are selling 1,500. When Abacha was the president of Nigeria, let me say dictator of Nigeria, I was buying rice 5 naira, 2 naira, 3 naira. I could remember. I won't tell you like these were better. These were better than now in Nigeria. I'm telling you. Even those.
It is a foundational problem. There is no new government that is going to be better than the past one. It is not possible. You can never see a new government in Nigeria that you will say it is better. Right from the time of their independence up to date, every new government is worse than the previous one. Every new government is worse than the previous one. So it is not something
Thank you, my brother. I know what I'm talking about because as of 80s, 90s, as of 80s, 90s, we know I was buying my that time 50 kobo. I was buying I was buying biscuit for 1 naira. I could remember. So all those things those things now in Nigeria are now 1 million naira, 2 million naira, 3 million naira. Somebody told me he went to Mama Put, he bought food. After they eat finish, they told him it's 12,000. I said, what? 12,000 naira just for food, oh. I say, but how are these people getting money to buy food? My brother, that is hunger in Nigeria. Oh. I'm telling you, that is a very big hunger in Nigeria. We Biafrans have to wake up now to get our freedom. And second of this, short, my brother, Anna, I am waiting for that second day. Oh. If that second day don't reach Pakam, my brother, I am a happy person. I know that, yes, the revelation of Biafra has started. Waiting for Mazen Namdekale should come out from a DSS kidnap room to come and fight for freedom. We should think twice. That lady, most especially that Oyibo woman, where we get for Nigeria, where we get for Biafra land, where they criticize our prime minister, she should take time. She should take time. She should stop being that woman will never be. In short, if she come out tomorrow.
Somebody wrote a comment. He said that she that is calling people so Oyibo represent the Biafra. She herself is she not Oyibo?
Okay. Is he not Oyibo? Is he not Oyibo? I'm telling you, because I myself, or as I say, woman, you be Oyibo too. You are criticizing your fellow Oyibo. You self, you be Oyibo. Even self, your YOLO self. Even I never see person where they YOLO like that. Even in pass Abino. I'm telling you. Because that woman, they talk, say this woman, you sure say this woman, a Igbo woman, or this woman, maybe they born her somewhere, bring her from Biafra land. But she don't, my brother, that lady don't stand anywhere. She's not even in the side of Prime Minister. It's not even the side of Simon, our leader, Master Simon, Nnamdi Kanu. I've never heard her one day speak, bring us Nnamdi Kanu out. She only talk about Nigerian politics, P2B, blah, 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 blah. What concerns you? What concerns you? All these things we are talking can never change Nigeria.
They are all exposing themselves and disgracing
all these things can bring all these things can change Nigeria.
Record, and when the time comes, we are going to play their record back. The government of Biafra, the law of Biafra is going to take care of whatever you are doing today. If you do good, you do yourself. You do bad, you do yourself. There will be a result for every single thing anybody does. My brother Maxwell, you're welcome. Thank you so much for joining us, my brother Max. Go on and speak for us, my brother Max. Speak to us. Let's
Good morning. Good morning. Eziboto Namoche Mazichux. And my Namoche that has been speaking on the platform. Good morning to every one of you.
Good morning, brother. Good morning,
my brothers and sisters in the comment section. I'm good, great people of Biafra right across the world, and most importantly, the forces that are guiding my mother's ancestral land and the people in the de facto government land of Biafra that are bearing on a daily basis the wickedness of the Nigerian government. My brother, let me tell you, as a former active military personnel, what makes you a strong nation is the ability to defend your nation against external aggressions. The weapons and the strength of your army is what is needed for the world to respect you. Take, for instance, when you look at North Korea today, North Korea, irrespective of the sanctions that America is placing on them, they are still manufacturing and testing intercontinental ballistic missiles. They are still testing. Then tell me, if any, like America or Russia wants to hit North Korea today, they will think twice, because there is going to be serious consequences for what they are going to do. Yes, you can hit them, but they will hit you and they have something that they are going to defend themselves. If you don't have anything to defend yourself on, you don't have nothing to defend yourself. Most of the things that you are going to defend yourself, you are buying them from the same enemies, that formerly dealt with us in the past. How are you going? They know the system. They can still stop it anywhere or remove some of the vital parts there, then it will become stick in your hand. But if you are the one that is manufacturing your own defense weapons, my brother, you have the blueprint. You also have the technical know-how to upgrade or to destroy them. Therefore, if Biafra comes today, I will suggest that one place, one point, because it is only, and our people in Igbo land, where my mother comes from, said that are you going to protect yourself with sticks? Or you have to join the world, manufacture whatever that you can use to defend yourself without relying on these people. That is what, if Africa is able to master the kind of defense mechanism these people have, they will not toy with Africa. France will not be doing what they are doing to Burkina Faso. France will not be doing what they are doing to Niger Republic. France will never be doing what they are doing to Mali. France will not be doing what they are doing to Cameroon. Exploiting, squandering, illegally taking by force their natural resources without any, conscience, without soul in them. They don't know how our people are suffering, but they want their own people in France to stay without light 24/7 in a whole year. But the resources are coming from Africa. You want to tell me that, look at the little one they are doing now. France is still fighting them. We share border here. My own father's land in Upper East, we share border with the Burkina Faso. But France has never removed their hand in what they are sponsoring coups in Burkina Faso till tomorrow, and they will continue until they make Ibrahim Traore, Captain Ibrahim Traore, my comrade, irrelevant. But they will fail. They will fail. The only time they will succeed is when they decide to use what the United Kingdom is using the caliphate system in Nigeria to do to the rest of the Nigerian people. They've held them so hard that you cannot do your own unless you join them. If you can't beat them, join them. That is the reason why you see my mother's ancestral home politicians behaving the way they are behaving. And when they go, they dine with these corrupt politicians, they entice them, lure them in, give them what they will give them. They will not talk when they are killing their own children, just like the way they are doing to us. Mazuko, if I'm lying, tell me that I'm lying. Because these people, they have taken everything. They have taken everything. They push them, lure them inside. You know, they are in bed with all of them. That is the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is kept there. After releasing the terrorist guy, Mayeti Allah, that flaunted security in the open, supported by this police and the military. They were marching with them. Were they not marching with this guy? Has he not been released? The one, the teller, who is also a drug, accomplice, has he not been released? Sunday Bo, has he not been released? The band that called for revolution according to their own Nigerian constitution, has he not been released as well? What is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu doing there? Because our people, if not you, me, Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister, his cabinet members, we are nobody anymore because they have seen us from head to toe because of the foolish actions and inactions of our political elite, some of the religious leaders, some of the chiefs, and so on and so forth. That is our problem. They have known us for we mean nothing to them. Southeastern Biafran Southeastern politicians are irrelevant. They speak without no spine. They talk without no consequences. That is why they are begging today. If not for you and me and the great sons and daughters of Biafra land, like someone like Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister, what would be our position today in that British franchise called Nigeria? And coming to the youth again, go to the space. You see what our mates, those we are older than, are also doing. The same thing. And they are buying them. They are giving them money. They are even, some of them were even bold to tell me, when they call into BC, was bold to tell me that they are speaking to the politicians and they must come into our platforms in order to thwart and listen anonymously. You can come, my brother, come. We are not terrorists. At least, no matter how evil your country that you are validating is, we are not terrorists. The world have not called us terrorists. We are clean people. We are freedom fighters that are fighting for the freedom of our people and the land from invasion, from Islamic conquest. We are fighting so that our demography will not be changed from what God made it to be. And your actions on space being bankrolled by the enemy of Biafra will never work. Glory be to God that we are in the majority, Mazi. No matter how hard they try, they will all fall, just like those before them. I think when Kelechi Ambrose started his own and started kicking us, insulting me, even me that was in his platform in those days, I told him that you will fizzle out. Where is his Facebook platform now that he is using to tell me?
I don't even remember those people. These are our fellow media warriors.
Yeah, these are reference points. You see, these are my reference points. Hold on, bro. These are my reference points. You cannot fight people in who are holding the scepter of God and truth. You can't fight them. You stand against them, you will be crushed. I do not know if these people are not listening. I don't know if they are not seeing what is going on. The guy they call Ogiame. I watched his video. He lived in Germany. He made a video that he dreamt and saw Mazen Namdekano died in prison, that he is not going to come out of the prison. I wrote on his platform, I say, I am happy and glorifying God that you are not the holder of his life, but God. After that, it didn't reach up to 3 months. This guy prepared and went home. The sister received him. I watched the the fanfare when that juju man, they say he's here, the juju man, and the juju man was coming. The sister welcomed him. The land could not allow him to remain there for 2 weeks. The man he dreamt that died in prison, that will not come out, is still alive. But he has rotten inside the ground, so below 6 feet. These people will not learn lesson from others. When you are digging a hole in the boku na troni nunu, mbi na egwo lulu maazi chuku guy we n'ime ya. Nwanne moko nwanne nwanyi bukwa ya obere because amana onye ya adaba. O nwere ke bukwara ya adaba n'ime olunu ahụ. And most of them are not learning. They are falling into that hole. Udele is one of them. When Udele misbehave, I am reminding them because they are too quick to forget things. What we are doing is not an ordinary thing that anybody can just wake up and begin to bastardize anybody that is fighting. You don't do that. You will hit a rock. You will surely hit a rock. That's what Udele was there, doing what he was doing. They were celebrating him, calling him for interviews, especially AIT. They were happy to ask him questions.
AIT was his station. AIT, he gained ground in AIT.
You see, Mazen Nandekanu will go to court. Your own brother, your own elder brother is going to court. The only thing you do is to go and carry anti-protest against your own brother. What did he do to you? What did he do to you? Today,
end of the day, come and hit him.
Push him. In Ghana here, what we call Okumfu Dumfu. Okumfu Dumfu, they will push you. When they push you inside the hole, they go around leave you. That is what they have done to him. Oh, he just speaks. Oh, the only truthful person in Southeast. Oh, the only truthful person in the where is that? Where are those people now that were praising you? Those northerners, your colleagues from the north and from the Yoruba land that were praising you and telling you you are the best. There is no other apart from you. Where are they? You are cooling off in Krikri, and where you are, self. I don't know how the condition is. These are the price you pay for duplicity. That is what Mazen Nandekanu called. This is the price you pay for treachery. This is the price you pay for betraying your own people. And all of you will go like those that came before you that did not succeed. Because you people cannot learn. You don't study history. You people do not, at any time, study history. They took it away from you. You don't know what happened in the past. How the likes of you perpetuating the same evil they did in the past ended up. The same thing will happen to all of you. I thank God I am the Okene of Biafra. and I have the blood of the Biafran people through my mom running inside me. I will stand against you. I will speak. My spirit will go against you because you are fighting for the progress of my people that has been tormented economically, socially, in all ramifications for many years. And when we have come out now to speak against it and find solution, find way to pull ourselves out of this evil that is coming, that is about to befall that evil entity, you are there supporting them, criticizing us. You will go like those that came before you. I yield here. Thank you so much.
Brachus, please. Brachus, I want to ask this man, Bras Maxwell, a question. But Maxwell, please, I want to ask you a question. I know you were a soldier in the zoo before, but do you know the reason why I don't support nuclear manufacturing in Africa? Because manufacturing a nuclear weapon in Africa is not going. It does what I mean by nuclear, those big ones. But if it's a normal missile, like all those, rockets, is allowed to build. To build a nuclear weapon, hefty like North Korea, like all those China. No, I would never accept such a thing in Africa, because they will use that to destabilize Africa. I know what I'm talking about. I don't want anything.
Let me answer you. See, there is what they call there is a serious ban on the proliferation and the production or manufacturing of atomic bombs, nuclear bombs, and the rest of them. In fact, countries that are nuclear powered nations have declared the number of nukes that they have in their arsenal. Guess what? Do you know the only country that have never declared the number of nukes they have in their arsenal is Israel? Because Israel is surrounded by enemies around them, people that doesn't want them to, even people that want Israel to be evaporated on the surface of the earth. So for that, they can never declare their power. It's only when you know my breathing, the strength of my breath, that you will know the pressure that you are going to apply on it to subdue it. Let me tell you one thing, my brother. What makes you an independent, a very strong nation, feared by the world or those your neighbors, is the level of armaments and, like ballistic missiles, highly precision bombs, supersonic missiles. In fact, some people are still using clustered bombs today. There are some people that are still using phosphorus bomb. The one they would throw, it will land there, it will peel your body as if you are a pig. Your body will peel off. These are phosphorus bombs. There are so many of them that carries chemical warheads. There are so many. You can prepare yourself, prepare your country against external aggression. If Libya was equipped with this kind of weapons, do you think that Libya would be overthrown? Do you think? Do you think that the problem we are having today is the destruction of Libya, destabilizing of Libya, that you have 3 concurrent governments running Libya? One for United Nations, one for the other one, and one for the rebels. Do you think if Zimbabwe were to have a very strong army and defense, do you think that they will place the kind of ban they place on them simply because Robert Mugabe, irrespective of how bad he was, collected land that belongs to the people, for the people, and handed it over to them? My brother, see, your defense will determine the respect that you have. It's just like what is happening in the zoo today. You are not equipped. You don't have rifles. Let me just bring it low to that, level. You don't have any what we call first line of defense. Even a pump action you don't have in your house. And the armed Fulani headers are coming to your house with AK-47 assault rifle or more. Because we have series 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, and the rest of them. And they are well equipped. These are automatic assault rifles that has a killing range of 300 meters and a traveling distance of 1.8 kilometers, 1,800 meters. And you say you will survive them when they come to you unless God Almighty cover you with his glory. I am telling you the truth. Unless cover you with his glory, then they will not kill you. Because if you have equivalent of what they are coming to you, you will be able to stand them. If you don't have it, you are a gunner in the west of Mazen Namdekan. So that is what I would like to tell you on that. For me, I am an advocate of a strong military, Air Force, Army, Navy, and the paramilitary. In fact, the Biafran paramilitary, when you talk of the immigration, police service, customs, and the rest of them, these are paramilitaries. They must be trained in such a way when they look for the soldiers, they are not there. They will be the people that will replace them. And that would take the professionality they possess during their training. That is what I want. In fact, I would suggest, looking at what is going on, every child of Biafra, male or female, after your secondary school or university, you must go for 1 year military course. You will be trained on how to handle light arms, light weapons.
It's true.
So that you will be able
right.
to defend yourself. When I went to Yugoslavia,
of course, that is what you're just saying now is part of it's going to be in the Biafran constitution. It's part of it.
Exactly. Look, when I went to
Biafran Charter,
also, you know, Bramaswell, please,
let me land this. Let me land this. When I traveled to Yugoslavia, my brother, there is no place in Yugoslavia at that time that doesn't have an armory. You know what an armory is? You will see a 10-year-old boy, girl, manufacturing and fabricating muzzles, barrels, and weapons, producing bullets in Yugoslavia. That was the reason why the power, when they were the Republic of Yugoslavia, the power they had that time was very, very confusing. United States was afraid. That was the reason why they entered them too and destabilized them the same way they destabilized Russia during the Cold War. Because they don't want any rival that is going to challenge them. They want to be at the top and be calling the shots. You understand? That is the reason. When I went there, I said, how? In fact, when they employ you to come and do something for them, they have their own tools in the house. They will just go into their warehouse or their store. They bring the tools and come and give it. Then you do your work for them. I saw all these things there. This is the reason why all of you are in abroad. God has exposed you and exposed your eyes to know how to do things in a very normal way, not in in a barbaric and uncivilized manner, because what is happening in Nigeria is act of barbarism. Thank you.
Bamaswell, Batu, sorry, I want to say something is that this idea Bamaswell said is a very good idea, because the place I'm reciting now, I'm staying. Do you know that I have a neighbor? So this neighbor of mine, his son is a reserve, is just a reserve soldier, but he's doing a normal work, or he's going normal work. So I asked this guy, I say, why don't you go to the barrack? He said, no, he's not meant to go to barrack or to stay in barrack, that he meant to be a reserve soldier in case of if there is war then you will be part of these soldiers to go to that war. But for now, he is a reserve soldier, but he is not staying in barrack, and he is not working with soldiers for now. That he is doing a normal work. Because he went to army. I think the army is 1 year. After 1 year, they will learn how to shoot, how to defend themselves. After everything, they will not go to their privacies and start doing a normal job. And this is the kind of idea that every child of Biafra, after your school, your university, everything, go to 1 year of army, go and learn how to shoot, how to defend yourself. Then you can go and do your normal work or what the profession you have learned in university, the graduation you have learned in whatever you have learned in university. Go and do it, but be a reserve soldier. And this is how. Do you know in Nigeria we don't have reserve soldiers? We don't have it. We don't have reserve soldiers. And this is the kind of idea Brahmas bring now. This is a lovely idea and it's a good idea. I support that. But the only idea I don't support is this nuclear. Because our black people can't handle this. Even Arab, Egypt, they can't handle this. I know, but I still stand on that place. So I am somebody who think twice. Our black people are not going to handle this. And two, we have hot weather. Can they, can they just, I don't know how to say this. It's not possible.
Let me tell you. There is something I want to say.
The thing that happens is that in this situation of things, the most important thing is to build a sane society and things will fall in place by itself. Look at the Burkina Faso we are talking about. Go and check their defense system today. They are building their defense system and they are adding up because they have a very sane man on top of the game. When you have somebody who is sensible and knows what he wants, he will go all out to defend his country without any apology to anybody, without begging anybody. And we, the Biafrans, we have done it before in 1967. We improvised for ourselves and we will do it again better when we have our own country. Go ahead, my beloved brother Master.
You see me, there was a man of God that I always follow. And anything that man has been saying is not like these other ones that will tell you to come and pay tithe, sow seed, and this. He will tell you, give you the prophecy, and give you solution. If you do this, this will happen. If you don't do this, this is what is going to happen. And this prophecy, I said, this man single-handedly, he said, Biafra, that United States of Biafra. When he speaks, when you listen to him speak about Biafra, express his views and his prophecy about Biafra, goosebump will cover your body. And you know that it is real. What you are fighting is not a vain thing. It's tied to your soul, to our soul, to my own soul. That is how I say it. Look, let me tell you. That same God that gave you the natural resource, uranium, which is one of the most vital raw material for the production of both industrial, nuclear weapons, electricity, etc., will also give you the same thing and the knowledge on how you are going to maintain them. Look, the type of vehicles are built according to the temperature of heaven. Even the bombs that we have, they have temperatures, and that is why they are stored properly. We have bombs. If you cannot secure them and protect them, then don't bring them. But as long as it towards the defense of your nation, like North Korea. North Korea is not a pushover now in the world. I'm telling you the truth. North Korea is not a pushover. And nobody will go and tell North Korea to accept LGBTQ. None. Or things that are contrary to their own lifestyle. You can't force it on them. Qatar, when they were playing the World Cup, what did Qatar say? If you come there with your liberty, cheeky, quick, or I know the reason why I put it that way. Lady, if you come there with it, whatever that happens to you is your own business. Okay? So why didn't they go there? You have your respect. So why didn't they go there? Can someone mute? Someone take a respect. Can someone mute? Someone take a mic is on. Good. You see, so these are the things that you need to do in order to protect yourself and put your people's life, make it meaningful. You see, it is not just targeting at one thing. You will target their offices. It is not just targeting at one thing. You will target their offices. My brother, mute. Okay, Maji, continue.
Mute yourself to speak.
Who is that person? They should mute now. But Maswell, right on.
They should mute now. Okay, you see, I'm just rounding up with this. Okay, the guy that just came in, can you mute?
Good morning, sir.
It's like he doesn't think
somebody should mute this. There are two
Good morning, sir.
people should stop that thing.
Can you mute? It's like he doesn't think.
Take away that person. Take away that person away.
Hello?
Let him speak.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, hold on, mute yourself.
Can you hear me?
What is going on here?
Hello? I should mute myself.
Yes.
Hello?
It's not your time.
Yes.
It's not your turn.
Okay, can I?
Okay, go on, Robert.
You see, what I was trying to say is this: we have to see once, by the grace of God, everybody has their own authority. Where their government department, where you are going to, there will be, what do they call it, budgets for everybody to do whatever that they support. Those that are going to be under defense will make sure that our territory, my mother's landed territory, sea and air, is protected. We can do it. Biafrans did it improvisely within 3 years. They can do it and do it now that our people are even one of the most brilliant people that you can see on this earth. Thank you so much and God bless you.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother Max. I appreciate you for that amazing contribution. Chinonso, NWC, go ahead. Chinonso, let's hear from you.
Massachusetts has been long ago. You know, if you ask of your brother, where are they?
My brother, I didn't ask, you know, people play it. Sometimes if I don't see person, I don't even remember. Don't be sorry, forget to.
Well, like I said, I want you now because I have something to discuss with you personally, not on the program, sir. So after the program, you drop me your contacts. Let me get it. Then okay. I want to greet all the Biafras. All the protocol exists must continue. We are getting there gradually. That is why we are having more enemies. Because it's a time to intensify who is who. For me now, I said, I stand with Biafra government in exile. That is where I stand for. So I don't know where you stand. And if you are not starting with Biafra government in exile, you are strong on a wrong hand of it. Why do I stand with Biafra government in exile? Number one, we start with IPOB when it's an organization. And the IPOB simply means indigenous people of Biafra, everybody's IPOB.
Yes.
Now, we have lived in a level of IPOB. I want you to understand the grassroots of what we are doing. We have lived from the IPOB organization, a single-handed company or a private something that Mazen can use to register us. And now, come to that time when our leader Mazen Kanu said that we are going to form a government where our people give us the mandate. And our people has given us the mandate since the first conversion in the Finland. That is when the mandate was given promptly and outrightly for us to have what is called Biafra government in exile. Because the Biafra government in exile is very important, that we all must understand it. That why are we having Biafra government right now? Because it's government talk to government, individual talk to individual. That is why it simply means that what we are doing has passed individual something. It has entered to a government's hand because it's a government we speak to government. Like I said, then it's also when we said why we are not talking about ESN any longer is this. We are not talking about them because we can't use ESN to get Biafra. No. You can't present ESN to the world. You cannot present ESN to any country and say this is my security. No. What you can present is you can present your army or your police or your DSS at the level where we are for now. So we need to intensify our efforts to make sure that we understand where we are going. When Biafra government in exile said, please do this, do it because the mandate has been given to the extent of lobbies in the world to be coming across for us to lobby, because it's a government, we go and lobby with a government, not individual. So I want you to understand that the level where we are for now, that we must do anything possible to make sure that you fund, you support, you obey, because they say that obedience is better than sacrifice. If you are not obedient to the government in exile, believe me, you are doing us wrong. And I want to also say this in Igbo language. Ndị banks na-abịa dị n'Igbo agụ osu. Ọ na-eme ụmụ egbu ofe isi. It simply means that we cannot be 1,001 to go and get Biafra. 5 people, 6 people, 20 people can go and work with the government and get us Biafra, while we are on the ground are supporting them. And I want to refresh our minds to our people. Those things that makes Ojukwu to lose the war, we have all put all these things in together. Remembered, they said in history of freedom fighter, once we are fighting, you have only 3 places. Number 1, grave. Number 2, prison. Number 3, exile. Look at all these 3 places we are supposed to be. We are all there. Ojukwu is in the grave. Nnamdi is the prison. Simon Ekpa leading Biafra government down exile and leading us. And the same Odime Ojukwu said that this current Biafra will come from abroad. The things that make us lose the war, number 1 is social media. Then we don't have it. Number 2, the alliance for close country nearby with us. We did not have it. We have alliance with the nearest country around Biafra territory, which I won't go and mention them, which if you are inside what we are doing, you will handily understand that we have get this alliance. Our social media platform of Biafra Innovation is coming on air very soon, which me will be broadcasting from there. Maduchus will be streaming from there, and we will be only be sharing to Facebook and YouTube when our platform is out. And our platform is going to benefit all of us. How is it going to benefit all of us? If you share, you get your own. You get your own benefit. If you post, you get your own benefit. If you make a program and share in there, you also get your own benefit. That is why Biafra is the only way for us to survive. Then among these things that makes Ojukwu lost the war, number 1 is that nothing like social media then. Nothing like alliance to nearest country, which I don't want to mention. Then number 3, there is no army on ground when he kicked off the war. But now we have over millions of army on ground that has been trained and be waiting to give order to carry this liberation out. So if you know within yourself that Simon Ekpa has come to put these majority three things on point and make it right, that is where you need to understand that Biafra we are talking, that we have achieved it. And it's just only for us to have a little patience for the world to be doing it. Now, on the second side of it, if you look at when they say we are declaring Biafra on December 2nd, those gullible ones, those afraid, those uche, because they don't understand. It's on that day that the votes that all of us vote can be counted, and we are going to present to the world that over 50 million to 60 million people has given a mandate that they want their freedom. What is the name of their freedom? That they want Biafra. So when you are presenting the law, sorry, I'm coming. When you are presenting the law to the world, the world will see referendum voting over 60 million people. If they want evidence, we have the evidence within ourselves. If the world asks of what is their constitution, you can also present the constitution. When the world asks you where is your government officials, you can also present all these things. If all these things is intact with us, and we are going to the world with your lobby firm and those who need to recognize Biafra, believe you me, by putting all these things around, that is simply mean that we are ready to know where we are going. I asked somebody, for over 10 years, you are agitating for Biafra. You are only doing broadcast in one room. How could sitting on one room and doing broadcast can help us? For how long are you going to preach to people before they will understand? Our people has understand Biafra. We cannot sit in one room putting a phone on there and be talking about Biafra. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen in that way. Why we have more enemies now is because of they have found out that that's where they used to eat has been closed. They are no longer getting their money again.
So even some of them they broadcast. I never see their faces before. I've not seen their faces before. Only picture, only picture. Yes. Unlike my prime minister and his cabinet members. Thank you, Nam.
Yes, that is the area I want to learn now. I asked somebody for over 15 years or 12 years, you are talking about Biafra. Can you tell us a country personally where you openly see Chinasa Nworu making a broadcast? And who is him in question? Who is all these people that make member of DOS? Except that by force.
Also, their certificate, let's know their standard level of understanding and the level of their brain.
Yes, let's know the level of understanding. What and what have you put in place for this Biafra? So what you want, like they said, Ndiba is na nwata jereba boy. Na obru na ogage nyere 1,000 we nwa. Ma obu na odino jebi nye 1,000 gi we zu ahia. I ga-eji were ego lie ya n'ala. Ka I ga-eji were ego dowa irusa se ka eji azwa ki was the interest. The easiest thing is na onye obuna ogi ya nyere ego ni ihe nyere gi ya bu ka emube ego. Now who you claim that happened to be your leader has told us that if he went out there in any country that anybody touches him, that the country will be raised down. Number one. And he also want him to come out and start from where he's from. It simply means that onye nyere ego were aga lie ya n'ala. Amali ni Biafra n'ala. That is why we have the Biafra government in exile, to make sure that the legacy that Maz Nnamdi Kanu kept from where he kept it, and before they kidnap him, that the thing rise up. If somebody asks you, has Biafra rise up in 95 degrees? The answer is fully yes. So if you like, you can go see for all we care. It's no longer a time. This is 21st century, where things that has never happened before need to happen. What is that thing? In issue of the zoo, Nigeria country, we have never had referendum or a country who wants to separate from them. We have only been fighting to keep one Nigeria. Those who are singing every time protests on road, they are there doing their protests. My father sings solidarity. Now I was born. I also want to come and sing solidarity again. No, we don't need to sing solidarity. We need to take the action. Take the bull by horn, because that is only we can get it, because these monsters, Nigeria is a country where the old men kill the young one. The old men kill the young. I asked somebody, they said that we are leaders of tomorrow. At your 20s, you are no leader. At your 40, you are now leader. When are you going to be leader? In the grave is where many of the youths are doing their leaders. And is it why we are born? The answer is no. As now, waga kanna. I'm saying this one for those who are dissolute to bring their mind back. These old fools are still the one ruling you, are still the one that is passing you every day. You cannot pass them. They are the one have security. They are the one go with.
Sorry, my brother. Those old people. Sorry, my brother. Those old people supposed to go to pension. They're supposed to go to pension.
That is why I'm saying this. Instead of them to go to pension for us to be paying them, they are the one deciding our fare. That is why everything is going back.
How can a man of 90 years, Tinubu, is working as a civil? This is nonsense.
And these gullible Nigerians, they cannot ask themselves questions. They can't ask themselves questions. Yes. So we need to educate them more from now to December 2nd for them to know that on December 2nd does not mean that they will carry flag, they will carry paint all the Biafra and the Biafra paint. No. That is the main day that the struggle, the liberation of Biafra is moving on. So whether you like it or not, we want them to understand. We want them to understand that what we are doing is very simple. We want to let the world know how ready we are, that we have put an army in a place, we have our law, we have people in the government, we have what it takes to be our country of our own. And people said, are we going to fight? We are not fighting. We have fights before. We are going to do this one inch by inch, minute by minute, feet by feet, county by county. Everybody will separate. Let the zoo leave our country so we can be on our own. I want to stop here until I come back again.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother. I appreciate you for that amazing contribution. And I thank everyone that has contributed in one way or the other. We have really pushed this today, and it's almost getting to 3 hours, and I'm going to be rounding up the program so that I can prepare for other activities I have later in the day. So my fellow brothers and sisters that are watching us, wherever you are watching, our purpose of being here is to keep you in touch. Don't forget, today is sit at home. It is Monday. Our sit at home doesn't have a question of say, have we stopped or are we still continuing? Until we get into Biafra, we will continue. Until we get to Biafra land, we'll continue. And for those who are going to tell you, they'll come and tell you, oh, why are you sitting at home? They'll come and pretend and talk to you as if they pity you. Go and tell them to focus on the other places that are ravaged. Biafra land is secured under the government of Biafra. And before we give our conclusive message, each and every one of us, let's listen to this program this response that our Prime Minister gave in one of the questions that was asked to him during his interview at Dr. Damage platform. Let us listen to that very message, and then from there we'll draw our conclusion and close the program for the day. Let's hear him.
Good evening, Mr. Rudolph, and good evening, Prime Minister Samuel Ekpa. Yeah, let me go first on this. From the beginning, I supported Nnamdi Kanu, even though I'm not a Biafran. I support this movement because it was before he was talking about one Nigeria. Then, before Nigeria turned against it, Nigeria was not favoring its people. Then it changed to be it changed to be to fight for Biafra. So it's unfortunate they went to kidnapping from Kenya. They bring it back to Nigeria. My problem is, do you believe some of those people in the Igbo are not against Nnamdi Kanu still being in prison now? Because I see no reason why they keep him there, because there's no crime he committed. The government could not charge him to say this is your crime, prosecute him. They've been putting there for how many years now? So what you don't think some of these Indian Igbo they are against him? You don't think this? And secondly, I will not be happy when I see people, some videos I see to sit at home. Those people who are beating other, I don't know what, I will not use that word here. Those who are aggressive to these people don't close their shop in Biafra land. Is it proper like that? Is it by force to close your shop, or you have to be free? They should be free to choose what they want to do. Is it not wrong to force people to close their shop? That's my.
Before our Prime Minister responds to this man, I want you to understand that this man is not a flow of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Anybody you see that come like that to introduce himself, oh, I know Mazin Nandekano, I will follow you Mazin Nandekano, I need to listen to him. And he begin to ask this useless question. You know that they are not, more especially those of them who are not Biafrans, they have never ever been follower of Mazin Nandekano. If you are a follower of Mazin Nandekano, you will not talk down on the seat at home.
Mazi Chief.
Hold on, let's narrow it down.
Okay.
So you will not come and talk down on our Prime Minister or talk down on what the Biafran people are doing. When they come, they introduce themselves, it's only to woo you and draw your attention. I want us to pay very close attention to that. When you see such people, the Afonjas, the Ifajunas, they are from all different directions, and they will first of all start their opinion. Just like you see most of their media interviews. They will start from telling you that, oh, Mazen Nandekano used to be a very great man. He was a very good guy. He was doing good things. Not Mazen Samareba. Once you see them start from that narrative, these are a bunch of clowns who never know anything about Mazen Nandekano. Now, let us listen to the response of our Prime Minister before we now give our conclusions and end.
Question.
All right. So nobody is forcing anybody to close shop in Biafra land. Biafra are closing their shop willingly. And if you can also share the video of them responding to Soludo, not just the video of Nigeria agent trying to blackmail what we're doing. Share the video of the Biafra business people, traders responding to Soludo. That is the video you should be addressing. Because there are many videos where people are telling Soludo, come and drag us out of our house now. Why are you not addressing that? That is the real Biafrans, not those that Nigeria hired in order to blackmail me, thinking that when they start beating people in the market, I'm going to run away. No, we know those games. You should be addressing when Biafrans are talking. Biafrans are those who were making video telling Soludo to come with a trailer of key to lock their shops. Those are Biafrans. They are sitting at home willingly because they understand the fight we're fighting. It's just like many of you understand the fight, but the only thing is that you are too little-livered to do what Biafrans are doing today. So when they are doing it, you are concerned. Why are you not worried about people that have been killed in other part of Nigeria? Why is Biafra more interested to you when people are not actually getting killed? Even if those who come to blackmail us by hitting people with a stick and all that, is that more cruel to the people that are getting killed in all over part of Nigeria? Why are you not worried about them? Or are they not Nigerians? There are people who give birth to IDP camp in Benue State, and their children are 19 years old now, living inside IDP state, which means they have been living in IDP camp for more than 19 years. And there is no plan of them going back to their ancestral land. This should be your concern, not Biafra people sitting at home.
Yeah, you had the response from our Prime Minister to this very idiotic message and question that was asked. So let us draw our closing remarks from there. My brother Maxwell, you want to go on? Just hit it first. Go on.
Yes, you see, if you look at our own struggle, there are plenty of our people, brothers and sisters, elders, that cannot even make this same statement of appreciation this man made here in his question. You see, for me, this is my own personal opinion as the Okene. There are people, our own, who cannot even acknowledge that when you go to space, you see a lot of them there. I am an Igbo man. I am not a Biafran. I am an Igbo man. I can't force me to be a Biafra. You can't force me to be a Biafra. You can't force me. But this one is asking this question. I remember that he is not a Biafran. From the tone, from his accent, you go, no, he's from the Yoruba land. You understand? So that is for this man to come out to ask this question. The pastor from Biafra land that went stand on the pulpit talking to the congregation, that man, that guy where they call him Simon Ekpa, where they for Finland. Is it a Yoruba man? It's one of our own. A religious leader for that matter. One of them was kidnapped and he paid 100 million to free himself. But tell him to bring half of, 1/3 of that money to support the cause of freedom of his land by his children. He will say no, he won't do it.
But he coughed out. The man that was preaching that there is life, heaven is paradise, and so on, and the death that's supposed to take him to that paradise, he said no, he no go. He has to pay money to free himself and continue to live in the world and forget about the paradise in heaven. You see how they rule. You see, for me, I congratulate this man for coming out to ask this question. You see, there are so many of them. If you look at Mayegu was also, it's not a Biafran. But anytime this guy speaks, although I am not surprised, Mazen Nam kind of bore witness for him. And that is why the guy is growing. If you look at his platform, you see how they are growing. You see, for me, I am using this opportunity. Out there, we have sympathizers all over the world. Within the zoo, we have sympathizers, but some of them cannot come out to speak because of how they are going to, because of what. Do you know what Nigeria has done to these people? Nigeria that will not even allow you to come out to protest. They come out, they will show you the other side of them, instill fear. That killing is to instill fear, to inculcate fear in you, to make you not to come out. That is what they do. That is what they do. When they treat you in that manner, the next day, when you look at those, the people that died, you will not go again. That is what we call instilling fear, show of force. That's what they do. There are so many people that don't want to come out and speak. But it doesn't mean that they are not in support of what we are doing. But we are bold. I congratulate every one of you, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister, for doing what he's doing, and all his honorable members that are working hand in hand with him. We will get there, whether they support us or they don't support us. I am God. I believe in the things of the Spirit, and I know that the reason why you are making this impact is because the hand of God and the blessing of God is upon what you are doing. If not, we will not go far. If not, we will not go far. If the hand of God is not in this, some countries will have been, asking questions. Who are these people? We don't want them in our place. But the Spirit of God is upon this struggle, and He will never leave this struggle until the promise of God is fulfilled. So I am using this opportunity to tell every one of you, my Nemoches and my Namoches, I love you all. You have my support, the support of myself. As long as I am supporting you, the Kusasi tribe, where my father comes from, is also supporting you. We will fight and make sure that this land, my mother's ancestral land, is restored. We cannot leave it for any other of our children that are coming behind us to come. We can't bequeath to them evil, because nobody knows how they are going. Because in the Igbo is now I do not know the one that is going to ma Akpo in the next year. Let's loosen this one that is already with us here now before we look up the other one. I thank you all. I congratulate you all. And I pray that God will continue to bless you and enlarge your wallet so that you will contribute to the freedom of my mother's ancestral land. May God Almighty bless all of you and your handworks. I love you all. Thank you for having me.
Wadiala will love you so much. Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much. Thank you, my brother Max.
Mama.
Peace, take the mic. Peace, give us your closing remark.
My brother, I don't have nothing to say. Is that all I have to say is that lady that criticizing Simon Ekpa, that Simon Ekpa is bringing white people to come and play football for Biafra. She should take her time, because I have never seen that lady criticize DOS. I have never seen her criticize what DOS have done to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, and I have never heard her say that DOS were responsible of kidnapping Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and handing over to the zoo terrorists. I've never heard her. So all I have to tell her that she should be careful, because one day, karma, that's what they call karma. Karma will hit her. So all I want to tell my Biafran people, please, 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 we should all join hands to support our Prime Minister to get this beautiful freedom. And I myself, I will benefit it because one, I have voted and I'm contributing. And thirdly, I am going to benefit it because I have a land. I wouldn't be coming to another man's land to come and be a slave working for them, paying tax for them. No, I will work for my country and pay tax for my country. So my Biafran people, please, 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 we should all join hands together. This is the final destination now, because if we don't come together to get this freedom, my brothers and sisters, we are gone. Oh, I'm telling you, we are gone. I'm telling you 100%, we are gone. So we should learn how to love ourselves and stop betraying ourselves. Because the more you betray, is the more karma will be hitting you. Because I myself, I will never betray my fellow human being. I will never do that, because I know the meaning of betrayal. Because when you betray somebody, look at Ijele. Ijele is in prison. Ijele is in prison now. Udele, or whatever they call him, he's in prison because of what he have said against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, thinking that the zoo will love him. Now look at where the zoo have kept him. I'm hearing that he's having a kidney problem. Many sickness is coming. That is wickedness. When you are wicked, my brother, it's not good to be wicked or necessary. Be wicked to those who are wicked. Don't be wicked to people who are not wicked to you. Don't be wicked to those who are trying to free you. Don't be wicked. Wickedness doesn't pay. You pay evil back. I'm telling you. So my Biafran people, please, 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 please. This is our final destination now. And 2nd of December is our declaration. So I want to thank every one of us who is also hearing what we are saying, that we should embrace Biafra as our nation and as our religion as well. So thank you, Brahmas, and thank you, Bra Chus, and thank you others in the studio. God bless you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you for that amazing conclusion. And I welcome my beloved brother Chinonso. Chinonso, before you speak, can you take my phone number so that I don't forget?
Oh yeah, call it.
Call it. WhatsApp number.
Yeah.
+447.
Okay, hold on. +447.
864.
864.
397.
397.
169.
169. Okay, I got it.
Okay.
I got it.
So you just send me a message after the program.
Yes, I will immediately after the program. I will shout to them. We'll talk small. I beg. Okay. The thing is very simple. For Lisa is an agent of Nigeria, because whatever he think he has made today is what Nigeria give to her. So, and everybody knows that DOS is working with Nigeria. There are political pressure of Nigeria government. When they hit their pressure, they give them money, they suppress them. That is how Lisa is. You know, since all this time, he disappeared on air. But because of what we are doing has getting here, they have recruited them and paid them. Even Paul Achebe, who is talking nonsense, who don't know the rules of engagement of football. I look at the idiot who is talking, Paul and Achebe. I look at him. Look at somebody. You forget that this guy they call Saka is a Nigeria guy, but he's playing for England team. How people are so foolish, and they will be on social media and be lying and something you don't know, and you claim you know. In a Germany team, there is one guy who played under 23 that defeated Nigeria, the zoo country, 2-0 in 2002. The guy is a Nigeria guy. By the mother, he's a Germany. By father, he's a Nigeria. But he decided to play for who? for Jamil. Look at Ebereze, who is playing for Christian Palace. He's in Nigeria. He's playing for England. Name many of them in different countries like that. And there's one thing I want them to understand. The Biafra
my brother, what about David Alaba? David Alaba is from Yoruba. He's playing for Austrian people.
From Yoruba.
Is he not
He's playing for Austrian people. You see all these fools, they come around and make mockery of themselves in social media. If you look at them, I would say, hey, look at this coconut. That is why I said, if these people were agitated for Biafra, believe me, till I die or my born children die, Biafra is not coming, because they don't know their left from their right. They think it's all about social media and talk blah blah blah. No, it's who are you? The Biafra we are looking for is Mr. of Biafra. And for that football that they played, is those guys that are qualified at the level where we are now for them to play the ball, because in the country where they are, that is their nationality, but their real country is Biafra. And for the document to submit to play this particular match, because you must qualify with such a document to play such a match, which they play in Portugal and still going on. So if they like it or they do not like it, we know that they only come to find fault in whatever we are. That is why they are enemies. And they're also pushing us to do more from what we are doing. So let Lisa continue blabbing and mocking himself. That is why they made Biafra struggle to be a mocking something since they are doing the agitation. I am among people who carry black ass and be singing on the road since 2015 till now. What happened to all of you in front of me? It's only like God saved me. For all the protests we have done under Mazinande Kano, I did not see any of them. They're all on social media and be ranting and be talking what they know, that they will leave the truth because of money. Because money is the root of all evil for those who accepted it in their life. So for them who accept money, who don't want freedom, let them continue. Ndị be anyị si na-agbacha ọsọ agụọ mile. Ọkwụnye ndị be anyị kwuru, agbacha ọsọ aga-agụ mile. In Biafra land, we will see the face, we will see ourselves when it really happens. So we are working towards December 2nd, so we can be proudly go and meet the world and tell them we have done everything in human possible to make sure that we have freed ourselves, that we need our freedom, which is Biafra. So if they like, let all these things they are doing, people are not looking at them. Go to their platform. I was one of people that I subscribed when I was in the zoo. But now I have know what is going on. I will bring myself out. They have all fall. This is the kind of a dying horse. That is what they are doing. So our people, let's understand where we are going. Whatever Biafra government is doing now is to make sure that the world hear about Biafra, and we are getting there. December 2nd is the D-Day. No surrender, no retreat. Airborne, we move.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother. I appreciate you for that amazing contribution. And before we round up, let's hear this important message from our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra.
The time you kidnap Biafrans and enforce their disappearance is over. And of course, Biafrans that are going to be victims of this kidnapping by the Nigeria state, all you need to do is to lie on the floor of whichever or whatever vehicles that they are using to transport you. We may not be able to rescue everyone, but if you happen to be a victim of the Nigeria kidnapping terrorist group and those enforcing the disappearances of our people, if you are part or become a victim of this kidnapping, all you need to do not struggle with them. You do not have what it takes to defend yourself. All you need to do is, when they take you to their vehicle, make sure you lie down very well, because you don't know when the people that will rescue you will come. The only reason you are going to be succeeded in kidnapping, or they succeed in kidnapping you, is that we don't have idea of it, or that the Biafra Defense Forces don't have idea that you are kidnapped. That is the only way they will take you to their own destination. Otherwise, we will come with a heavy, more firepower to stop them. So if you fall a victim from today, being the 10th of November 2024, if Nigeria terrorists, police, and army kidnap you in Biafra land and they take you to their vehicle, make sure you lie down very, very well, where your head and nothing will show. Because that kidnapping, we are ending it. Anywhere we see anybody being kidnapped, forced into any vehicle so that we enforce your disappearance, they will be ruthlessly engaged. Except there is no Biafra security there. That is the only way, only when they can succeed. But once there are security of Biafra, you are mandated to go into action immediately to rescue that Biafra. Make sure those kidnapping, those Biafrans are eliminated. From today, this will continue until we get to our convention, to make sure that our people are protected. The life of every Biafran is very important to the Biafra government, and we'll go to any length to protect them. We will give them the protection that Nigeria have denied them for decades. We are here with alternative to serve humanity and mankind. Thank you, Odmewu.
Welcome, Amuche. I can see you. We are rounding up. You just came in. So let's hear from you what you have to say. Amuche, you're welcome. Thank you for joining. Can you hear me, Amuche? Are you there? Okay, I can see Amuche is not ready to speak. So we have to proceed to end the program as we have planned, and let's get this message right.
We are fighting a very different war with Nigeria terrorist state, and they are confessing. Have you ever, in the history of Nigeria, have you ever, even during the war, it was only during the war, actually, that the issue of Biafra was discussed at the National Assembly, and the entire security chief are crying. I have a military experience. We are training the Biafra fighters, and they are engaging Nigeria in a very systematic war that they have never fought before. I didn't say it. You can hear it from the horse's mouth. Musa have cried several times, and let me tell you, if they think that in self-defense is a crime, they should go and read international law. Because the point is that nomadic system have taken over, and nobody is thinking correctly in Nigeria anymore. You come and kill people and expect them to defend themselves. We are defending ourselves. And like I said, if I have access to bomb today that will go to Asoro, I will first of all engage Asoro.
Thank you so much. Everyone that has participated on this program today, I appreciate every one of you. I thank you for being part of the program, and I pray that Chukwu Okike Abiama will guide and protect every one of us. Wherever you are joining us from, I appreciate you. I thank you for your support. Thank you for your contributions. Thank you for your input on the program today. In whichever way you have supported, I appreciate you. If you have not yet shared the program, please like and share. Share it to family and friends. Share it to everyone that is close to you. Make sure that you don't keep the message to yourself and continue to observe the seat at home. As we speak, Biafra land is under lock and key, and will remain so until Biafra exit the zoo. Be very careful wherever you are. If you are in Biafra land, you must be security conscious at all times. Do not allow anything to distract you. Do not allow the enemy to deceive you. Don't put yourself on the line of fire. There are people that are put there to defend you and to protect you. Give them that opportunity to defend you and give you that protection that you deserve. My fellow Biafran that are watching, I say, may Chukwu Okike Abiama guide and protect every one of you that have joined this program today, wherever you join from. Amuche, are you there? Thank you so much for joining. Anywhere you join from, I say, may Chukwu Okike Abiama guide and protect every one of us. May Chukwu Okabema guide and protect every one of us as Biafrans, guide and protect the Liberation Army, the resistance fighters, the strike force, guide and protect every member of the de facto government in Homeland. May Chukwu Okabema guide and protect every media warrior and speakers on various platforms. May Chukwu Okabema continue to guide and protect every member of the de facto government in the Homeland, every member of the cabinet. May Chukwu Okabema continue to guide and protect every one of us. We must succeed. Are you there, Amuche? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Amuche?
Yes. Hello?
Hello. Go on,
Hello.
speak on. I'm standing up. Yeah, go on, speak.
Hello?
Hello. I'm hearing
Can you hear
Go
me?
ahead. Loud and clear. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Go ahead. I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Why is it not going? I'm not hearing anything. Hello?
Hello. I can hear you.
Hello?
Go ahead and speak. I
Hello?
think you're having a network problem. It's from your own side. It's not from here. So hopefully by
I'm not
tomorrow
hearing
you
anything.
try to rectify the problem and join. Okay?
Hello?
It's unfortunate you can't be able to connect. Maybe
Hello?
you're having a problem. So next time you can join us. So may Chukwu Okike Abiyama guide and protect our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. We pray for his protection. We pray for his safety and security. We pray for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. We pray for our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for good health, for strength, for more resilience. We pray for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for protection. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall our Prime Minister. We will all be alive and witness Biafra very soon. No weapon formed or fashioned against us as Biafran shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa shall prosper. Thank you so much for being part of this program. I will see you again by this time tomorrow. Stay safe, and we will see you again. If you have time, you can join me on Biafra Exodus Hard Talk TV. I'll be broadcasting there later in the day. See you then. Stay blessed.
Biafra will come. You either allow us to go in peace, or you are going to remain pieces and Biafra will still go. I come that Nigeria will end. I come that there will end the Usman Danfodio legacy. That legacy that every time they will be talking about Usman Danfodio, you will think that Usman Danfodio manufactured an aeroplane. You would think that Usman Danfodio manufactured a car, or he invented one Ihela machine or something like that. No. Usman Danfodio have a legacy for killing northern Nigeria, for killing Hausas, conquering them and turn them into what you see today, Hausa Fulani. That is the legacy that Usman Danfodio brought to northern Nigeria. And today, they have Usman Danfodio University. That is what they continue that particular legacy. That is the reason why the Fulanis are killing innocent Christians in the northern Nigeria and the middle belt. It is to continue the Usman Danfodio legacy, and I am here to end it. I will end it. The end of Usman Danfodio legacy will start from this year. I am telling you, go and mark it. It will start from December 2nd. Once we exit Nigeria, that legacy is gone, completely gone, because they will not have any other place to conquer. Is it us that you are going to cross our border to come and start saying you want to conquer Biafra? We did not conquer us when we were in Nigeria. It's not going to be possible.